This is a boarding call for all guests for the grand finale of Epic 2025, as we will be taking off in 5 minutes. So please go ahead and find your seats and get ready for an epic time, because Epic 2025 begins in 5 minutes.
Mom says I should be a scientist because I can't stop asking questions.
Every day, I encounter billions of questions like yours. Each one is a doorway to something new. But ideas need the real world to thrive. A space full of opportunities to shape tomorrow. Ready for the next generation. Ready for the next everything.
GreenTech Runway, where our story began. From here, cafes sense ideas everywhere. Landing was always a challenge, so bear in mind, only the boldest can fly. Time flies, the runway may have changed, but Hong Kong as the gateway to the world, this will never change. And now, a new story will begin again. This is the Innovator's Runway. Take off into your epic story.
Every breakthrough starts with a single spark. Where that spark lands is where we step in. At HSBC Innovation Banking, we don't just fund ideas, we partner with visionaries to bring them to life. From local to global, we connect entrepreneurial minds to global opportunities. Together, your innovation has the power to reshape industries. Our international reach gives it wings. Let's take flight together.
Step by step, follow the manual. But startups and innovators don't come with a manual. Takeda's long history proves, if you are innovative enough, after one more step to Hong Kong, a big leap into the world. Here, the gateway is always open. Why go step by step when you can take one bold leap into the world?
You choose the room, but the room never chooses you. At Regal, our rooms are made for all. The world is an open door. always welcoming innovative global ideas. The key to take off? Be universal. Epic has already made room for global ideas. Innovator, just knock on the door.
Ladies and gentlemen, before we begin, I'd like to call upon everyone to please take your seats, get comfortable. Epic 2025 Grand Finale will happen soon. However, I'd like to request everyone, please, get a seat, get comfortable, and trust me, you'll enjoy yourself much more. So please take a seat. If you see your name on the seat, please use that. If not, there are empty seats for all of you to enjoy before we begin Epic 2025 Grand Finale. Thank you.
Can we print rockets? What if we built time machines? Mom says I should be a scientist because I can't stop asking questions.
Every day, I encounter billions of questions like yours. Each one is a doorway to something new. But ideas need the real world to thrive. A space full of opportunities to shape tomorrow. Ready for the next generation. Ready for the next everything.
GreenTech one way, where our story began. From here, Cathay sends ideas everywhere. Landing was always a challenge, so bear in mind, only the boldest can fly. Time flies, the one-way may have changed, but Hong Kong as the gateway to the world, this will never change. And now, a new story will begin again. This is the Innovators One Way. Take off into your epic story.
Show me a piece of your heart, a piece of your love. I'm calling you up to getting down, down, down. The way that we touch is never enough. I'm turning you up to getting down, down. Show me a piece of your heart, a piece of your love. I'm calling you up to getting down, down, down. The way that we touch is never enough. I'm turning you up to getting down, down, down.
What? Sorry, just quickly. What if it's
Da da da, da da da, down, down, down. Da da da, da da da, da da da, da da da, down, down, down. Show me easy, show me party. I'll be what you want, and it's physical. Keep it spinning. Show me what you want. Show me easy, show me party. I'll be what you want, and it's physical. Keep it spinning. Show me what you want. Show me a piece of your heart, a piece of your love. I'm calling you up to getting down, down, down. The way that we touch is never enough. I'm turning you up to getting down, down, down. Da da da, da da da, down, 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 down. Da da da, da da da, down, down, down. Show me easy, show me party. I'll be what you want, and it's physical. Keep it spinning. Show me what you want.
When night has become the day, they're sending you far away. So, so far away. When everything starts to fade, you don't have to be afraid. No, you don't have to be afraid. Take my hand and free love. This is free love. That's what we are made of. Yes, we are.
GreenTech One Way, where our story began. From here, Cathay sends ideas everywhere. Landing was always a challenge, so bear in mind, only the boldest can fly. Time flies, the one-way may have changed, but Hong Kong as the gateway to the world, this will never change. And now, a new story will begin again. This is the Innovators One Way. Take off into your epic story.
Every breakthrough starts with a single spark. Where that spark lands is where we step in. At HSBC Innovation Banking, we don't just fund ideas, we partner with visionaries to bring them to life. From local to global, we connect entrepreneurial minds to global opportunities. Together, your innovation has the power to reshape industries. Our international reach gives it wings. Let's take flight together.
Step by step, follow the manual. But startups and innovators don't come with a manual. Takeda's long history proves If you are innovative enough, after one more step to Hong Kong, a big leap into the world. Here, the gateway is always open. Why go step by step when you can take one bold leap into the world?
You choose the room, but the room never chooses you. At Regal, our rooms are made for all. The world is an open door, always welcoming innovative global ideas. The key to take off? Be universal. Epic has already made room for global ideas. Innovator, just knock on the door.
This is your final bolding call for the grand finale of Epic 2025 as we will begin to take off in 1 minute. So please find your seats, get your seats, go to your seats and get comfortable and get ready for the grand finale of Epic 2025, which will be taking off in 60 seconds. Please get to your seats. We will begin in 60 seconds.
The most challenging sky in the world. But challenge fuels imagination. The busiest sky for takeoff is always here. Innovator. Be a pilot. Success belongs to the best. And belongs to those who take limits off with bold vision. There's not only one way to the world, but this is your runway. Take off to the world. Take off to your epic moment.
Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the 9th edition of Epic, where it's more than an event, it's a movement, everyone. We've just been told that we're cleared for takeoff. And having said that, I want to ask everyone in the room with me, are you ready? Make some noise! Yeah, that's the energy, everyone. Now, my name is Vivek Mabubani, and I'm your curator for today, and we're coming to you live from Kai Tak Cruise Terminal here in Hong Kong. This was once a historic runway that was the site of daring takeoffs, and of course, all those landings as well. Only the boldest pilots who touched down here had to have some sort of thing to prove that they had the skills against the odds. The same entrepreneurial spirit lives in you as well. Today, the historic runway has been transformed into a launch pad for innovation, and 2025 marks the 100th anniversary for this legendary airport, making this the perfect place where legacy meets innovation. Now, after a fruitful epic week, from business mashing to Happy Wednesday to an inspiring excursion to the Greater Bay Area, we finally reached the moment we're all waiting for, the grand finale of Epic 2025. Come on, let's hear it for it, everybody. Make some noise. We're here. We're doing it. This is the energy. This is what it's all about. This is it. Now, since this morning, our top 100 semi-finalists have each had 60 seconds to pitch their bold ideas to a star-studded judging panel of over 100 judges, and out of all of them, only 12 will be landing in the grand finale. Very soon, they will take the stage and let their ideas take flight. So, let's get this off the ground. This is the grand finale of Epic 2025. It's time to take the leap, take the stage, and take off. And now, the spotlight turns to our 40 final judges who've had the toughest job of them all, selecting the best of the best. And with that, we'd like to take this opportunity to extend our heartfelt appreciation to all our final judges. Let's welcome our final judges of today. From the Digital Health Tech judges, I'd like to invite onto the stage Digital Health Tech sponsor Dr. Liu Yan, Takeda, China. Sachin Goel, AIA International Limited as well. Please come on up in front. There we go. One by one, be proud. Dr. Felix Lee, the GBA Healthcare Group. Dr. C.Y. Leung, Hong Kong Biotechnology Organization, Andy Bruce, Manulife International Limited, and Richard Tao, New Heritage Investment Limited. Everybody, a round of applause for our Digital Health Tech judges. Thank you very much. You may all please be seated. Let's continue. Please take a seat, get comfortable. Epic 2025 Grand Finale would not be happening without your support as well. Next up, we have our GreenTech judges. Please welcome to the stage co-title sponsor Lawrence Fong from Cathay, hospitality sponsor Paul Man Lo from Regal Hotels Group, Andrea Culligan, Deloitte, Shelley Zhu, Hang Seng Bank, Harry Lai, Hong Kong Green Building Council, Chun Chen, HK Green Finance Association, and Steve Ng from HKT. Everybody, a round of applause for our GreenTech judges. Thank you very much. You may all please be seated and enjoy the rest of Epic 2025 Grand Finale. Next up, we have our FinTech judges. I'd like to call upon to join us on the stage from our FinTech judge lineup. Please welcome to the stage co-title sponsor Jonathan Yip from HSBC, Elsie Gong from Bank of China, Hong Kong, Patrick Koh, BNPP, Alfred Chung from BOC Life, Derek Ip from Chow Tai Fook Life Insurance Company Limited, Joy Cheng from Citi, Eric Hoy from Zurich Insurance. Please, a round of applause to our FinTech judges. Thank you very much. You may all please be seated as you get to enjoy Epic 2025 Grand Finale. Moving ahead, we go to our investor judges, a lot of them, so we're going to divide them into two batches. The first group, welcoming to the stage, Hefei from Alibaba Entrepreneurs Fund, Shui Liu, Baidu Venture, Matthias Knobloch, Betatron Ventures Limited, Lapman Beyond Ventures, Alfred Chang, Bitrock Capital, Jichuan CCB International Shenzhen, Evan Chen, Fountain Vest Partners, Kenneth Lee, Guo Capital, Fred Lee, Gobi Partners, Stanley Huo, Hivemind Capital, Mavis Wu, Hong Kong Inno Angel Fund, Now I'd like to also invite to the stage Denise JP HKSTP Venture Fund. There we go, getting on the stage. Let's keep this going over here. Let's get all of you right in the center of the stage, please. A quick moment for all our first half of the investor judges. One round of applause to half of our investor judges, please. All right, thank you much, investor judges. You may please proceed forward as well as we continue on inviting the second batch as well to the stage. We'd like to invite the second batch of investor judges. We'll continue on with our second batch as well. The second batch, one by one, I'll call upon to invite them on the stage to acknowledge and appreciate all their hard work and effort today. I'd like to call upon Dennis JP HKSTP Venture Fund. Come join us over here. Jason Sun, Hong Kong Technology Fund. Stella Zhu, INCE Capital. Lee Teng Hao, Carius Capital. Dan Ge, Lionx Ventures Private Limited. Margaret Lai, Mindworks Capital. Adair Liv, Neo Capital. Gordon Yen, Radiant Tech Ventures. Winnie Leung, Transcend Capital Partners. And Angie Wang, VU Venture Partners. All of you, please come to the center of the stage. Let's get a photo together. This is a moment for you to shine. It's all your hard work and patience. Listening to the pitches, hearing each and every them, and always scoring them perfectly to give us our final 12 finalists of Epic 2025 Grand Finale. Thank you so much, all of our investor judges. You may now please be seated and enjoy the rest of this day as well. Thank you so much, each and everyone. Can we have a round of applause to all our judges, please? A lot of hard work, so much patience, listening to everything tentatively, listening and making sure they heard every word that is worthwhile. Having said that though, everyone, we today, look around you, have a full flight. So it's time for our epic takeoff. To help us get ready and take the leap, I'd like to invite Dr. Sunny Chai, SBS, BBS, JP, Chairman of HKSTP, for our welcome remarks. Dr. Sunny Chai, please. Good to see you. Always good to have you.
I know why all the judges couldn't find a way when they came up to the stage. It's too bright over here. But anyway, distinguished guests, judges, innovators, partners, CGs, ladies and gentlemen, good evening. This is a very busy week for innovators in Hong Kong. Begun with FinTech Week, Start Me Up Hong Kong, and Epic Week, and now we are at the final stage of Epic 2025. It is demonstrating Hong Kong's rise as a global innovation and technology hub, through and through. Epic is like a little windows on the airplane. You look out and see aspiring entrepreneurs, vast opportunities, but really, that's also a glimpse into the future of this very world-class INT ecosystem. Pardon the airplane analogy, I'm gonna help it when we were here at GreenTech. I believe many of you had been in the GreenTech airport before, but don't tell me that you really used this airport because I would know your age. So, and once famous for its impossibly difficult takeoffs and landing, like we said, has since come to embolize the resistance and ambitions of Hong Kong, Asia's world city, and has taken form in contestants here today. Your journey to innovation and echoes. The P in EPIC stands for pitching, also stands for piloting of innovative ideas, and partnership for implementations. Take this as a launch pad to fund and fast track to success and access to global markets. Doing so, we have this year's target investment funding doubled. With cash prices adding to that, we have global applications all over 1,000 marks for the first time. where 87% of applicants were non-local startups representing 71 economies. Safe to say this is the most internationally diverse edition of EPIC, and we continue to make history. I believe this is more international than Rugby 7. As the largest R&D ecosystem in Hong Kong, Hong Kong Science and Technology Park is home to over 2,400 companies, with 15,000 innovators and research professionals. We incubate and accelerate by offering a unique support system with access to funds, to networks, to experience, to infrastructure, all that there's for startups to scale. To help them with that, we scale up ourselves too. Innopole, the new 20-hectare of INT land at Suntin Technopole in the northern metropolis, is under planning as we speak. It is envisioned as an economic engine that provides space for emerging tech and pioneering development like AI and cross-border collaboration in and out of the Greater Bay Area. Leveraging the fact that Hong Kong, Shenzhen, Guangzhou cluster is now ranked the world top innovation hub. Innopole will reinforce our positioning as a gateway for overseas business expansion and attract talent and capital into the Chinese market. This year's EPIC is powered by an exceptional group of supporters. Our co-title sponsor, Cathay and HSBC, digital health tech sponsor, Takeda, and hospitality sponsor, Regal Groups of Hotels. Your commitment has made this year's EPIC the most impactful by far. And congratulations to our finalists on making this to the final stage today. It's definitely not the end of your innovation journey. This is just a new chapter. So make every second count. We look forward to seeing groundbreaking innovations and, more importantly, passion towards your journey. Ladies and gentlemen, I do not want to tell you to sit back and relax because we have an exciting afternoon. But do fasten your seatbelt. We are going to take off. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Sunny. Please remain on stage with me as we have a very special trophy presentation next. The two of us will be over here because now, Sunny, as we know at EPIC, we believe everyone can ignite the next big idea. That's why, once again, EPIC Junior is back, giving young innovators a chance to shine. They poured their hearts into their pitches, so we're proud to present each finalist with a trophy to honor their effort and inspire them to keep it up. So, having said that though, let's welcome our 11 EPIC Junior finalists to the stage to receive their trophies from Sunny. First up, our 6th primary school finalists. Maybe a high five to them when they come up. I'd like to invite Chu Shan Yin, Jay Chuk, Terrence Lau, Aiden Lee, Nicholas Lin, and Wong Jing Yin. Make some noise, come on, EPIC Junior primary school finalists over there. Next up, I'd like to invite our 5 secondary school finalists. Make some noise for Abhi Dangayach, Emma Ko, Lai Sum Yao, Tam Chuk Lam, and Erwin Wong. Fantastic. Sunny, I'd like to invite you to help us present the trophies to each one of them. Starting from that side, please. So we'll have you go over there and present the trophies to them one by one, please. This is a very special moment. Imagine you were their age. Would you even have the guts to come on stage to present for 60 seconds? Would you have the ideas? And would you have the ability to remember 60 seconds of script? They did it fantastically, which is why they're the finalists of today. We have to honor that with a trophy to remind them. Keep it up, keep going. You have great things ahead of you as well. This, of course, is EPIC Junior 2025. That is our primary school division. We're going to move ahead to our secondary school division over here because it's very important that they have something to encourage them, that you've done a good job and keep this going. Next up, we have some more trophies for them one by one. A few more to go right over there. A trophy for you as well. And we have one final one for you in the corner over there. Now, as we know, it's very important that these moments happen so that they know that encourage. Sunny, come to the center, because we know in this world, nothing happened without a photo, right? So we've got to take a photo. So I want all of you to come closer to the stage. Come closer. Sunny in the center with me over here. You're over there. I'm waiting at the cameras right over here. We have the first photo right in front of you, all right? Get closer. Get closer. Don't be shy. That's right. Looking forward to the camera right in the front. Let's get that picture first. All right, don't go anywhere just yet. Give me a thumbs up. Give me a thumbs up as well. Happy thumbs up. This is Epic Junior 2025, 11 finalists. Let's look at the back over there. We have so many more cameras, so looking all the way to the back. Let's move forward. Keep your thumbs up in the air. Keep a big smile on your face and keep those trophies proudly in your hand. You are the 11 Epic Junior finalists. Everyone, give a round of applause. Make some noise. This is it. 11 of the finalists of Epic Junior. Thank you so much, everyone. You can all now take it easy. Go celebrate Sunny as well. Please be seated and enjoy the rest of the day. The rest of you, please come on down here. Relax. You're done. Relax. Come. You can all join us in the off stage. Come join me. Come on. Don't be so shy. I know you're thinking like, wait a second. Come on over there. You may all please be seated because later on we will be announcing who is the winner. Now, our Epic Junior winners of each category will get a chance to pitch on this very stage here today. Now, perhaps that will be truly where the past inspires the future. Now, as I said earlier on as well, all day today, our 100 semi-finalists, of which 85% are non-local, were given 60 seconds to pitch their ideas. Now, these are 60 seconds that can change everything because this could be where their legacy takes flight. And thanks to our semi-final judges, we've already selected our 12 finalists. Now, I know you're all excited to see who will get the chance to take off on this very stage. So to help us reveal our finalists, please welcome to the stage the CEO of HKSCP, Terry Wong. Come on up here, Terry. It's time to announce our 12 finalists. The names are here. We can go one by one. Let them all know who are our 12 finalists for today.
It's so exciting.
This is exciting.
Yeah, okay. The top 12 finalists are eSense Innovation and Technology Limited, iRise International from Australia, KA Imaging from Canada, Repair Genomics Inc. in Canada as well, Bankers from US, Bally's from Singapore, Campio Limited from United Arab Emirates, Realkey from US, CERT Systems from Canada, NEU Battery Materials from Singapore, Sotarius Battery Innovation Group from US, YSL&C Limited from Hong Kong.
All right, that's 12 of them, and guess what? They're right behind you actually, Terry.
Oh.
While you were announcing them, they all showed up. Now, as I said earlier on, nothing's real without a photo, so that's why we're gonna have to get me in the center. Everybody, let's come together, let's get a photo together. Right in the center, you are in fact the 12th finalists of Epic 2025 Grand Finale. So let's get all of you closer to the center of the stage for a group photo together. Nice and close, this is it. You have already gotten into, out of 100 semi-finalists, you made it to the final 12, of which they will all get a chance to come on the stage later on and pitch to all of us in the room for 3 full minutes, followed by 3 minutes of Q&A. Now another photo looking forward at the back over there. We have so many cameras that want to capture this special moment. So one more time, give me a thumbs up, give me a big smile. This is it, you made it to the finals of the grand finale for Epic 2025. A few more seconds for photos over there. And with that, I'm gonna have to say, thank you very much. Hey, thank you very much everyone, please. You can all take a breath now. Thank you so much Terry as well for your help as well for announcing. We may all please be seated. The rest of you can get ready for your fantastic pitch that we all look forward to later on. So please, the rest of you can also go down over there, get ready, get focused, and get started. Because soon enough, you will be getting epic as well. Now, today, to choose the best of the best, we mainly looked at 3 key judging criteria. The first thing we were looking for was uniqueness, your level of innovation and its competitive edge. Secondly, we're looking for market size. We're looking at the growth potential of your product or service. And on top of that, the third item is strategy, where we check your planned actions designed to achieve your business goals. And this year, we have decided to make sure everyone gets a say because we have a new award called our Favorite Pitcher Award. So remember everyone, I want you all to make sure you pay close attention to all the pitches and then vote for your top pick later on today. And now, without further ado, it's time for the final 12 pitches. Each finalist will have 3 minutes to pitch, followed by 3 minutes of Q&A from the judges who will then have to quickly submit their scores. I get the lovely job of being the timekeeper, which means if anyone in their pitch goes over 3 minutes, this smile on my face will be taken away. And I will go up to them and interrupt them and cut them at the 3 minute mark. I do not want to be the bad guy, so please look at the clock and make sure you stay under the 3 minute mark. And having said that, do not make me mean. I can become mean if I need to when the time runs out, because in Hong Kong, time is always of the essence. And having said that, it is time to take the leap, take the stage. I want to ask you all, are you ready to take off with me? Everybody, if you're ready, make some noise. It's time to become epic. Let's do this. Yes, that's the energy I want in the room. With that, let's start things off with the finalists from the digital health tech track. Our first presenter, our first pitcher for today is going to be coming from eSense Innovation and Technology Limited from Hong Kong, China. Coming out here, get ready. Once you get in position, I will let you know when the time will start, all right? Good luck, have fun. Most importantly, 3 minutes. All right, the clock is yours, go for it.
Hi everyone, we are eSense, and our motto is doing well by doing good. And our mission is to make broad early disease detection practical in communities. And it has everything to do with primary healthcare, which is the gateway to secondary and tertiary healthcare, which is inside hospitals and institution settings. With an aging population, there's an urgent need to shift from treatment-oriented healthcare to prevention-oriented healthcare. So calling for preventive screening and chronic disease monitoring outside of hospitals and institutions, aka telemedicine. But before we talk about the tech, maybe I can share a story. So it was a normal working day where my uncle felt a little bit off. And unfortunately, so he went to the hospital, like clinic, and the doctors assured him nothing was wrong. But unfortunately, after 6 months, he felt kidney pain and was diagnosed with chronic kidney disease. That got us thinking, why do primary healthcare focus so much on metabolic risk factors? What about our organ health? Also with a biomedical imaging background, PhD at Hong Kong U, postdoc at Stanford, we understand the importance of biomedical imaging in diagnosis and treatment monitoring. MRI, PET-CT, they're great. However, they're bulky and costly. More recently, we have portable ultrasounds. However, it has limited field of view. And more importantly, all of these modalities require a lot of operators to operate. That means they are not accessible. But not anymore. Introducing VitalCheck, where we target all vital organs using biomedical imaging. It includes brain, heart, lung, liver, and kidney. For our lung, liver, and kidney application, we have already done clinical validation at Queen Mary Hospital, where we scanned over 300 patients. We also scanned over 700 of individuals in communities, targeting NGOs and elderly homes. Our team consists of biomedical imaging experts, AI scientists, electronics, mechanical, software engineers, clinical validation personnel, also product validation product compliance personnel. We also have a finance bro, whose name is Jimmy, our co-founder, and he worked at PwC, has a lot of experience in capital market transactions. In the future, we plan to further our R&D on heart and brain applications, and in fact, we just kickstarted our heart application clinical validation. We also target to do further R&D in developing a home unit where everyone can scan anywhere. And we're fundraising to expand our product launch and support these further R&Ds. So investors, don't miss out, because it only makes sense when investing in eSense. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you. Love the last tagline right over there. Only makes sense. I love that one. So we're going to go into 3 minutes of Q&A, and for this one, I'd like to invite our digital health tech sponsor representative, Dr. Liu Yan, acting president in Takeda, China, for the first question right over there. The mic's in your hand. Please take it away.
Well, thank you. It's a really interesting idea. I'd like to know if you have any plan to add this into the clinical guideline, which serves as the base for to guide clinical practice.
Yes, so we do plan to go through product registration in terms of, I think in Hong Kong there's MDD that we want to be listed on. And once we have that, we can go collaborate with our existing collaborator doctors to probably can change the clinical practice and use this at primary healthcare. And also, after scanning, like we can also line up like different treatments or like what's the next step after we detect there's a potential, let's say, fatty liver disease or chronic kidney disease, etc.
And what is the first disease you would like to target to use this portable device?
Right now, we can do simultaneous liver and kidney scan. So we would target both at the same time. But if you need to choose one, most probably chronic kidney disease because of my story just now.
Thank you.
Fantastic. Thank you. Do we have any more questions? We still have 2 minutes to go. If you have, please raise your hand. We will pass you a mic right over there. The gentleman in the back over there, we'll pass the mic to him over there, please. You have time to ask away, please.
Yeah, my personal experience in Hong Kong was I ruptured my adductor during a tennis match. And I couldn't find an MRI on a weekend, on a Sunday. So they all said, a doctor has to make that appointment for you. So what's your collaboration with doctors in the medical field?
We do believe our device would be partnering with GPs so that they can scan and then make a very quick decision whether you need an MRI scan, and then they can make a decision and do a doctor's slip so that you can slide in. Yeah, that's about it.
Fantastic. We still have a minute to go. Do we have any more questions? We have a hand right over there, Dr. Si Wai Leung. We'll pass you a mic real quick as well for you to ask away. We have a minute for you to answer.
Thank you. Could you just elaborate a bit on the technology and how does it differentiate from the existing scans out there right now?
Yes, the technology is called electrical impedance tomography, EIT. And also, we also incorporated ECG, EEGs, and EOGs for brain and heart applications. And it's an imaging modality compared to like CT scan that we don't use X-rays. Instead, we use electrical fields. And the reconstruction method is very similar to CT.
Fantastic. We have 30 seconds to go. Any quick questions you would like to hand over there? Because Sachin, give you a chance as well. We'll give you the mic and ask away.
What constitutes your target market, and have you done any estimation on the size of the market? And last one on that is there any initial interest that you've seen from someone?
So the primary healthcare market is $400 billion US. Of course, I hope imaging would take part of it. And in terms of market traction, right now we've been scanning community service, scanning different people, like charging at $400 Hong Kong per scan. So we've been paid for over 500 scans so far. And we also partner with a medical device distributor who's a public company in Hong Kong, where they help us do market research on the pricing of the device. And they have a huge connection with hospitals in Hong Kong, clinics in Hong Kong, NGOs, and elderly homes.
Well, there we go. That's 3 minutes of Q&A done and done. One more time, give it up for eSense Innovation and Technology Limited here in Hong Kong.
Thank you.
Please take it easy. You can relax, take a sigh of relief as well. We're going to move this going with our second team over here. This is, of course, iRising International from Australia. I'll invite you to come on to the stage over here. iRising International, get ready, get warmed up over here right in the center. And I'll let you know once your timer starts. Put that down over there. Now remember, we have 3 minutes to go for your pitch, and then we have Q&A after that. So once you get over here, the timer begins right now.
Imagine you're being told your 6-year-old daughter who suffers from high myopia, and by ophthalmologist, her condition is getting worse. The current treatment doesn't work. If the condition is not well controlled, she will suffer from debilitating eye diseases like glaucoma, macular degeneration, retinal detachment, eventually lead to blindness. This is the real case. Unfortunately, this case is faced by millions of parents around the world. So myopia, short-sightedness, is the world's most common eye disease. impact the 30% world population today. In places like East Asia, particularly Hong Kong, prevalence is much higher. 90% children affected by myopia. And single vision glasses like this, or LASIK eye surgery, are not treatment. They are just corrections. Legacy treatment like ortho-K, atropine, often ineffective and also associated with significant side effects. We have developed and is commercializing the world's first digital solution. It is home use, non-invasive, and patented technology. So we are the safest and most effective treatment. The only therapy effective against high myopia, and the only therapy can actually reverse myopia. All our claim is backed by robust clinical data with more than 30 peer-reviewed publications in top journals. We have achieved regulatory approval in more than 40 countries. More are coming. We have conducted commercial pilots in 8 markets with 2,000 patients already signed up, paying us monthly in a SaaS-like business model. We have established robust, mature manufacturing capacity with 5,000 units per month capacity. So we have also, the company is led by a capable and talented leadership team. Joining me is Professor He Mingguang, technology inventor, world-renowned ophthalmologist, top myopia researcher. He's currently the chair professor in experimental ophthalmology in Hong Kong PolyU. Joining me also is Michael Woods, investment banker. 3 of us have involved in successful medtech exit, which generated significant return for our investors. So joining us, complementary to us, is our clinical advisory team, including Professor Dennis Lam from CIMA and Professor Jason Yan from CUHK. So just in our selected market, we're targeting 8.4 million high myopia children with annual revenue potential of $3.2 billion. We are currently raising $5 million to accelerate our business development.
All right, that is exactly 3 minutes right there. I have to be the bad guy. I said I'll do it. That right. One more time, everybody, for iRising International. We're going to move into Q&A for you, giving all the judges a chance to ask anything they like. So whoever has a question, please raise your hand and we'll pass the mic over to you. They're digesting, they're thinking about it. Dr. Felix Lee, right over there, I see your hand raised up. We'll pass the mic over to you to ask away. First question to our pitcher here. Oh, there we go.
Thank you. How much capital do you plan to raise in the next 12 months, and what is the use of proceeds in terms of usage by percentage split?
Excellent question. So $5 million Aussie, where use the proceeds of business development, extend our global distribution network, expand the indication from pediatric only to adult use, which would see our market size 5x. We plan to use that money to supercharge and position us strongly for a potential Hong Kong IPO. Thank you.
Very good. Let's go to the next question that we have. We still have 2.5 minutes to go. Anything you'd like to ask? Oh, they're really taking everything you said in. They're really trying to... Right over there, Dr. Liu Yan, please. Here you go again. The mic's for you.
I'd like to understand how you reach these patients, through physician or through direct-to-patient campaign.
So our clinical efficacy and safety is the most important thing to us. We will only make the device available through eye care professionals like ophthalmologists and optometrists. This way the patient can receive best care and best efficacy and safety.
Good enough. All right, over there. We'll pass the mic over to you again. Getting you a chance to ask away. We still have 1.5 minutes to go, so don't worry. You can take your time to ask. You can take your time to digest and answer as well.
Thank you. How do you expect to scale this when you said that it's available for home use? What's the training involved? And what happens to the machine after it's reached its end of use?
Oh, excellent question. So we are directly distributing to Australia through optometry chains, through other market ophthalmologists. We're establishing a global distribution network with a lot of capable distributors already signed up. So in terms of training, super easy to use. You know, if I can learn, then anyone can learn, right? So everything is controlled by a global control system. It's linked through Wi-Fi internet, so we receive payment and we're managing compliance. So only treatment can actually record and provide the compliance information not only to parents but also for clinicians. For other treatment, you don't know whether the patients used eye drops or contact glasses before. This is the only one can track compliance.
All right, we still have half a minute to go. If you have any quick ones, right over there, Dr. Siwalung. Let's get the mic a little closer up, so they'll be much better if you get closer up. That's all good.
Could you just summarize the efficacy of the treatment? Is it a cure, or is it, what's the before and after?
There is no cure. The efficacy is around 90%. Most of the treatment aim to slow down myopia progression. We are the only treatment can actually reverse myopia to some extent, basically shorten the axial length rather than just elongation. And it's the only therapy that's effective against high myopia. Remember I mentioned the 1 billion patient? So that's the only treatment that is effective for the 1 billion patient.
All right, that's 3 minutes of Q&A done and done. Well done. You can take that, don't worry about that. This is iRising International Australia right over there. You can now go chill. Get yourself a drink to relax as well and celebrate with a fantastic job over here. We're moving ahead to team number 3 of this track. This is going to be KA Imaging Inc. from Canada. Come on out here. We're ready for your pitch. We're looking forward to it. The stage is on fire for you for 3 full minutes. And then we have Q&A after that. I'll leave you to the stage. You can do it. Good luck. Enjoy.
Thank you. Hi everyone, my name is Amol Karnik. I'm the President and CEO of KA Imaging. First of all, thank you everyone for being here and coming to watch all of us. Our vision when we started the company was to do innovative X-ray everywhere. Little did I know that everywhere meant space as well, but I'll get into that. I lost my father from heart disease, and I'm sure many of you in the audience have also lost loved ones because of heart disease. That's because we have no good screening tool. 1 in 5 people die from heart disease every year because of a lack of good screening tools for heart disease. So we created color X-ray or spectral X-ray. It's a way like your eye. You can see 3 colors and create a color world. Our X-ray receiver splits the incoming X-ray spectrum into 3 different energies. That allows us to do material identification and separation. A recent Harvard publication showed that we can see calcification in the coronary arteries as well as CT, creating a fantastic diagnostic tool for seeing calcification of the coronary and catching those early heart diseases. What we can also do more. We've seen more cancers, more pneumonias. We've saved CTs from the intensive care unit. We've got 11 global jurisdictions approved for sales, multiple installs across the world, including US, Canada, Europe, and in Asia. We actually have our first install here in Hong Kong at Canossa Hospital. We're looking to expand our capabilities by getting our next round of investment. We're looking for $15 million to expand our team. We currently have a fantastic team, including my background of about 25 years in medical imaging. My co-founder, if you've got a Google Pixel or Samsung phone, he designed those ultrasonic fingerprint readers. So we're looking for money to expand our team, increase our sales capabilities, create more presence in terms of our sales teams. Plus, with better data, you get better AI. So we're going to be working on our AI. We have a big market to go after, $16 billion market to go after, and that excludes the non-healthcare business. And when you add non-healthcare, like non-destructive testing or industrial X-ray imaging, it becomes a $26 billion annual market. Now, coming to space, why did we go to space? The first SpaceX mission went up, with our system went up a few months ago, where they're concerned about tracking the bone density of astronauts. For every month in space, astronauts lose anywhere from 1% to 5%. So they really don't want that first step on Mars to be a broken leg. So we successfully showed that we can track bone density in space by the astronauts. They took the measurements of themselves, and we've been able to calculate and show this. So we've got a fantastic product. It's commercially ready, early installs, early sales, and looking for money to raise to take us to the next level. Look for your support to allow us to succeed and be there. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Thank you so much. That was 3 minutes. Really good on the timing. We're going to move straight into Q&A for you. And I'm going to see any hands in the air. We have 3 minutes for questions. Please raise it and I'll point out to you. Dr. Felix Lee with the first one. He's curious about something. We'll pass the mic. He'll let you know.
Thank you. What is your revenue model and how are you comparing your instruments to GE and all these portable devices that are already available in the market?
Great question, Dr. Lee. So our pricing model right now is capital purchases. However, we are looking into introducing AI. So we're looking at a freemium model, which gives you basic AI capabilities, and then moving to a monthly subscription model when we have launched our AI. But we really want to get the base with our hardware. Now, in terms of GE and every other competitor, they all have basic X-ray. It's like saying, you know, if you only had a black and white photo, but you had color capabilities, would you still use black and white? So theirs are all essentially black and white. We've added that capability of material understanding and discrimination, or even colorizing in non-healthcare industries.
Fantastic. We still have time for some more questions. Over 2 minutes to go. Let them have a think. I can see some of them really pondering about what they want. Right over there. Evan, we're going to pass the mic over to you first.
In terms of the technology you have around X-ray imaging, what is the decision for a hospital or a clinic who does imaging X-rays to choose this over what they currently have? And what is the cost of them to change?
Sure. So we've right now priced our hardware around the same price points of every other X-ray system. But we've actually shown through economic modeling or healthcare economics that if they see more calcification in the coronary arteries, they can either, it creates more downstream revenue for further testing. So they have an increased capabilities of anywhere from $500,000 to potentially $2 million in the private sectors. In the intensive care unit, we've actually saved 37% of the CTs, which saves the hospital a lot of money as well. One of our smaller sites in Canada showed $1 million cost saving in the first years.
Fantastic. We still got a minute to go. Evan, you got the questions right over there, Richard.
Yeah, the bone density measurement, why did you just mention it for space? Because there are a lot of ladies
absolutely
on Earth that are very concerned with their bone density.
So, yes, absolutely. It's our first application. It'll be used here more on the ground first. We're actually filing our FDA and regulatory approval shortly, but it's not approved yet, but it will be used here as well. So when you come in for a chest X-ray, or when anyone comes with a broken fracture, we'll be able to give the bone mineral density measurements alongside with other diagnostics. But absolutely. Thank you.
Very important right there. Fantastic question. We got 30 seconds. Last chance for anything you'd like to add on over here. I'll have a little scan right over there. Andy, you got one more time.
Hi, thanks. What's the hospital motivation to change?
So coming back to one of the previous questions as well, the way we look at it is economics. Either they can save money by saving CTs from the intensive care unit where you have to transport patients, create risks to those patients. Patients get dropped every time they moved. And remember, the intensive care unit is the sickest patient in the hospital. The other one is finding more disease. We can see opportunistic cardiac detection. You come in for a cough, for example, but then the doctors tell you, you've got calcification of coronary arteries. We need to do downstream testing to make sure that's not going to create a heart attack tomorrow. So they just saved your life, but also created downstream revenue. But then we can also find incidental nodules, lung cancer, pneumonias that were harder to detect.
All right, thank you very much. That's 3 minutes done and done.
Great.
Time just flew, exactly. One more time. KA Imaging, please, you can now relax. Sigh of relief, you're done. We're moving on to team number 4 of a digital health tech track. This one is Repair Genomics from Canada. Come on out here, everyone. Make some noise. Give a round of applause. This is it, our finalists. The 4th one and the final one for the digital health tech track. This stage is yours. You have 3 minutes when I say go, and the time now is go.
Imagine you've got an incurable disorder with only 6 months left to live. Well, you know that there's a gene therapy in clinical trials right now, so you're counting the days. When you heard that it failed, you went from planning your life post-treatment to planning your funeral. Last year, over $4 billion was lost on 20 failed gene therapies due to poor targeting, toxicity, or low efficacy. The truth is, these therapies often work in animals, but not in human patients. So Repair Genomics aims to change that. We built our own AI software to design synthetic DNA sequences called promoters. Now these promoters act like on-off switches, allowing the gene therapy drug to turn on only in the right places in the body. So using these customized promoters can improve the precision targeting of the gene therapies, reduce toxicity, and boost efficacy. Our promoters are applicable towards the development of gene therapies, biological tools, transgenic animal models, and more. This brings our TAM SAM values up to over 23 billion, 17 billion, and $70 million respectively. We're currently working with 6 different research labs in US and Canadian universities and are currently in discussions with other potential partners in industry. We've secured over 500,000 Canadian dollars in non-dilutive funding, and we have our own laboratory to conduct all the validation experiments. We're currently drafting and filing a provisional patent application, and we aim to launch our catalog of promoters for licensing at the end of this year. With AI, we can save scientists at least 3 to 6 months and over 300,000 Canadian dollars per project. While our competitors are spending 6 to 12 months manually designing these promoters, we'll have our promoter designs ready in a day and the experimental data ready in 3 months, all for $300,000, which is the same amount as what our competitors are charging. In the future, we aim to have a catalog of all the components needed to design gene therapies. So think of us as a Lego store where scientists can come, pick and choose all the components they need to assemble the gene therapies. And the best part is that they know that our designs work. There's potential in gene therapies, but let's optimize them first. We need $2.5 million so that our team can scale up and help gene therapy developers make actual cures this time. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Right below the 3-minute mark, so that means it's perfect timing to go into Q&A for 3 good minutes. Now again, if you have a question, please raise your hand right up there, Dr. Siwa Leung with the first one. We'll pass you a mic and you can ask away.
Thank you. How much more protein expression is there using your promoters? And also, why do you think the bottleneck in gene therapy is promoters and not the delivery vector? Thank you.
Absolutely. So I'll start with the first questions first. So for example, one of our designs with high precision targeting is 3 times stronger and half the size compared to an industry standard. And the reason why we believe that promoters are the key factor for gene therapies to target specific cell types or organs in the body is that we have seen a lot of companies right now focus on engineering the vehicles of the drugs, but in the end, the drugs end up not working in human patients, which is why we decided to look into other components of gene therapies. And so we actually focus more on the cargo inside the vehicle, and we found that with promoters, if we have a customized promoter, regardless of the vehicle, we're able to increase the targeting of the gene therapy drug.
Great, we still have 2 minutes to go. Any other questions from any side of the judges? Right over there, Fred, we'll pass you the mic.
Thank you. Can you walk us through your pipeline? How's the clinical trial status and which one is the lead pipeline and what kind of indication you're working on? Thank you.
So just to clarify, we don't make the drugs ourselves. What we're aiming to do is we focus on the preclinical stage, and so we're avoiding all of the regulatory hurdles. So we'll approach the gene therapy companies, we provide them with the designs, the scientists put them all together, and they take care of the drug from preclinical stage all the way to clinical trials. As of right now, to answer your question about the indications, because all 3 of us co-founders are neuroscientists, we have designed and tested promoters that are applicable towards different cell types in the brain. But we have talked to various pharmaceutical companies, and they are interested not only in neuroscience, but also in oncology as well. And so we're heading towards that direction right now.
Great, just below a minute to go. For any more questions you'd like to add over here to our final team in this track. Right now, they're looking around the room. Seems they have smiles on their face, which means they're quite satisfied. I'll give them a few more seconds in case some new idea pops up. Right over there, Dr. Liu Yan, time for you.
Are you already working with any pharmaceutical company or you're still trying to find a partner?
That's a good question. So we haven't launched yet, but the good news is there is a biotech company that reached out to us, focusing more on the manufacturing of a therapy, and they wanted us to provide some promoters for them to increase the yield of their drug products. So we're currently in discussion with them.
All right, well, I think that's 3 minutes done and done. One more hand for Repair Genomics. Well done. Done and done. You can now take a break, relax a little bit. That was all 4 teams for a digital health tech track. Now, just to recap again, you will get a chance at the end of today to vote for your My Favorite Picture Award. So we just saw eSense Innovation and Technology Limited. We also saw iRising International, KA Imaging, and Repair Genomics. Having said that though, I think it's time, let's zoom straight into our next track, which is going to be FinTech. And for this one, the first team coming out of the 4 in this track is going to be from the US. It's Vanquish. Coming out here. All right. This is your moment to shine. You have 3 minutes on the clock, and the time starts now.
Hello everyone, my name is Jose Fernandez and I'm the CEO and founder of Vanquish. But today I don't want to talk to you about me. I want to talk to you about Why. Why is a foodpanda delivery driver right here in Hong Kong who just 6 months ago had his scooter break down in the middle of a delivery. Why didn't have the cash to pay for the repairs and he had bills coming up. So he grew increasingly anxious when banks started to deny his applications for a formal, urgent, small loan. Why was it denied? Because he didn't have the employment letters, MPFs, the pay stubs that he was required. And this forced Why down a path of predatory lending where loan sharks charged him almost 300% APR. Why deserves better, and Why is not alone. Over 1 billion people currently make the majority of their income through gig work, and yet they remain stubbornly underbanked for one simple reason: because they lack traditional monthly salaries. This makes it very hard for banks, insurance providers, credit bureaus to properly assess the creditworthiness of these individuals until now. At Vanquish, we bring dignity to the financial lives of gig workers, of freelancers, of creators, of the future of work. And we do this by turning the enormous amounts of data that these gig workers are accumulating in their gig platform accounts and turning this data into an alternative credit score currently now being used by some of the largest banks in the world. We started our journey back in 2020, and these last 5 years we've managed to grow our operations across the US, Mexico, Brazil, Chile, Colombia, currently expanding across Asia with pilots in South Korea and China. We've helped dozens of banks like US Bank, TD Bank, Citibank, Santander Bank to originate over $600 million worth of financial products to hundreds of thousands of underbanked gig workers across the world. And that's because they deserve better. Gig workers accumulate an enormous amount of information. We have Uber drivers, Deliveroo couriers, we have freelancers on Upwork and Fiverr, we have creators making the majority of their income through TikTok, YouTube, Twitch, Discord. They are redefining income, employment stability and income stability. And now, thanks to the Vanquish API, they can go to Vanquish partners, banking partners, input their login credentials to their gig platforms and instantly access a more fair, more robust credit score that enables them access to the credit lines, the loans, the insurance they deserve. I'm happy to announce that Why was able to access his first formal banking loan at fair market conditions last week thanks to the Vanquish score, and because that is what he and so many like him deserve. Vanquish, the credit bureau of the future of work. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much. Let's move straight into Q&A. Man, I thought I talked fast, but you've really outdone me as well. For this, I want to invite our co-title sponsor representative, Jonathan Yip, Managing Director, Head of Innovation Banking, Asia HSBC, to ask our first question. Please, go ahead.
Thank you. That was very insightful. I really love the energy and pace. Just a question for you. How do you define success? And are you simply just a credit scoring bureau for gig workers? And talk a little bit about your revenue model, please.
Of course. Yeah, we only make money with our gig platforms through the data access fees. So we have minimum usage fees, but essentially what we do is we charge banking partners or insurance providers for every ping that they make to our data models. We embed ourselves via our API into their loan decision process. So let's say that you do auto lending and someone comes in and they want to finance their acquisition of their vehicle. When they go on the form on the iPad and they say, are you a salary, do you have a salary or not? Are you a gig worker or a freelancer? Yes. That's where our API call comes in, and you get to choose from all the dozens and dozens of gig platform providers that we have partnerships with. Put your user and password, we instantly access your account, analyze all of your transactional information, and instantly deliver it to the bank for their risk decision process.
Just a follow-up question. Have you sized the total market around just loans that banks and other credit providers can extend to gig workers?
I'm sorry, I didn't understand.
Just sizing of the market.
So it's gigantic because we started just with personal loans for or collateralized loans for gig workers, for couriers and drivers. And now we've been growing into insurance. The lifetime value is constantly growing. Now we're working in the US with a lot of creators that are wealthy, but they don't have access. They have to pay cash for their car. They can't get a mortgage. And we're helping these banks understand the ability, the cash flow projections of these individuals. So the long tail is very, very long.
Thank you.
Great. We still have a minute to go. Right over there, Derek. We'll pass the mic over to you. Derek at the back over there. Real quick. He had his hand right. We'll get him over there, please.
How do you adapt your credit score model to make sure it works across different markets, in different geographic markets, which have a lot of differences?
Yes, so they are very different. We operate in the US where there is 4,500 banks, and we partner with FIS, Fiserv, a lot of the core banking providers, and not just the large banks. And then you have situations like Brazil or Mexico where just 9 banks cover 90% of loan volume. Our objective is always to, in the end, the risk model is the same. We have 50 data engineers and data scientists whose only work is to homogenize all the data sets. So it doesn't matter if you're a courier or a driver or a creator or maybe a voiceover actor or virtual assistant on freelancer.com. The input of the asset validation, identity validation, the income validation, the performance metrics, they all end up homogenized into the same model.
Fantastic. Elsie, would you still want to ask a question right over there? Yeah, we'll pass the mic real quick. We'll give you a quick chance to answer that as well.
Yeah, thank you. What is your debt collection process and what is your expected non-performing loan ratio?
So we do not have, so we don't do collections because all we do is credit scoring, right? But we do have a complete loan tape of all of our partners that have delivered financial products, because we have this thing called early warning. When someone gives us access to their Uber and Didi account, for example, we can tell the bank when their income is going down beyond a certain point and they're at risk of default, even before they hit default. We currently have, and I'm very sorry I spaced out, but I was going to say we currently have a 3.3% average default rate across our portfolio, which is incredibly low for our industry standards.
All right, thank you very much. That's 3 minutes done and done. Congratulations. You can now finally take a deep breath. You can take that. Thank you so much. Well done.
Thank you.
We're moving ahead to our next team in our FinTech track. Please welcome to the stage from Singapore, Belly. Come on over here. This is it. I feel we fit right in place with our theme today, so I'm going to give you the stage and take it away. Good luck.
Okay, so hello everyone. I am Jaden from Belly, and we build air cargo software for airlines. Let me start off with a very simple insight. Did you know that every time you sit on a plane, airlines fly with the bottom of the plane 85% empty? That space already paid for. The aircraft, pilot, fuel, those are all relatively fixed costs, and Hong Kong being one of the busiest airports in the world, every bit of extra cargo being carried adds directly to the bottom line. If that space is filled properly, airlines can easily double their operating margins. And the timing couldn't be better. For more than 30 years, air cargo have been relatively the same. It was slow, manual, and ignored. The Chinese e-commerce marketplace like Temu, Shein, and TikTok Shop blew that opportunity right open. For example, AirAsia grew their air cargo revenue from 50 million to 220 million over only the span of 5 years. And guess what? 60% of that revenue came from one website. Airlines are finally realizing there's gold right beneath their feet. So, what do we do at Belly? To explain it, think about Amadeus, a company that earns money 3 times every time you and I book a flight for a passenger aircraft. So, when you first look on a marketplace like Trip.com, Booking.com, Amadeus takes money because we access the data. Then, when you navigate to the airline's website, probably the website is actually also powered by Amadeus. And to process the reservation and to actually connect the flight, Amadeus gets paid for that as well. We do the exact same thing, but for the bottom of the plane. Most airlines still run on paper, WhatsApp, email, and spreadsheets. First, we digitalize all the cargo operations using our software, and the capacity is actually managed properly now. Then, we help them process transactions and distribute their available capacities to marketplaces all around the world. That gives airline a much better operation and more revenue. Then, why you may ask? Because selling to airlines is very difficult. Most aviation startups die because the average sales cycle is 24 months. Our founding team was the C-suite at AirAsia, a partner at McKinsey, and has built and sold 3 startups. In fact, our team was so well known at building flight software, SpaceX personally asked us to build theirs. So, with our founder market fit, our sales cycle is 4 months instead of the usual 24. We're onboarding one new airline every month, and now includes airlines like Etihad and Emirates as our paying customers. We're also the only VC-backed air cargo software company in the world, and we broke even 9 months after writing the first line of code, and have been net positive ever since. So, the next time you fly, pay a little more attention to what's happening on the bottom of the plane, because air cargo is the world's best kept secret, hidden in plain sight. We are Belly, and we build air cargo software for airlines. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Belly. Done and done. Below the mark of 3 minutes, we're going to go straight into Q&A time. 3 minutes on the clock, Q&A time. Does any of our judges have a question they want to ask? The time has already started for 3 minutes. Right over there, Lawrence. I'm going to pass the mic over to you.
Thank you. Very good presentation. Well done. Good job. Definitely, we won't find 85% empty in our belly. So, want to understand about your revenue model. How do you make money?
Yeah, so we built modules specifically tailored to airlines. So for example, we work very closely with Etihad. So Etihad has this smart tracking app that helps you track precious goods on cargo, and they were able to track temperature, so we help them monitor some of their data. We also help different airlines. So some smaller airlines, local airlines across the world do not have a booking portal, and they actually still use email to quote, to book, and to accept shipments, which is very redundant, and it takes a lot of time, and there's a lot of lost revenue there. So we build customized modules, for example, a booking portal, or maybe a customer invoicing system to help them streamline their operations.
So, follow-up question. So, are you going to charge airline by tonnage or by shipment or by what?
Currently, we have a subscriber model. We also are trying to go after Amadeus and try to do that model as well, where we're based on the revenue and the success of the company. So we can grow along with the airline as they grow.
You propose to do a revenue split.
Sounds good.
Okay. And a follow-up question. How do you, what's your go-to-market strategy? How do you approach the target segment you're talking about?
So our team is actually made up of ex-AirAsia software engineers, so we actually understand what it's like to be in the cargo industry, to be in a cargo terminal. So what we do is we actually would send our team over to any airport or any office in the world, where we'll actually map out every single thing from what the operation team do, to what the commercial team does, to what the finance team do on a daily basis, so we can map out every single pain point, so we can understand how to help you and how to help you the fastest.
Fantastic. We still have a minute to go for questions. Right over there, Richard, we're going to pass it over to you. You got a minute to go.
How do you deal with claims on perishable cargo? Do you provide the information for the cargo owner to process those claims?
Yeah, so like with the cargo industry, like a lot of the regulations are there. We're just helping with the processing. So for example, if you were to declare a perishable good or a dangerous good, you can actually do it directly on a website, and you can make declarations such as, oh, for example, I'm shipping lithium batteries, for example.
Yeah, I had a lot of problem trying to ship lithium batteries.
Perfect.
The shippers just absolutely do not want to handle it. So how do you convince them to do that?
Yeah, so we mainly work with airlines. So for example, if your airline is able to make more revenue on dangerous goods, obviously, what if we tell you you can now actually process these kind of shipments as easy as you would for general goods or like fresh goods?
Fantastic. I think we're just going to hit 3 minutes over there, so we're done for Q&A for you. Well done. One more time for Belly over here.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thanks so much. Please go take a break now. We're going to move on to our next team. This one's coming to us from UAE. We've got Cambio Limited, Energen.ai. Come on over here. The stage is ready, and I'm going to pass it over to you. 3 minutes starts right now. Go for it.
Hi, everyone. This is Rachel from Cambio. As an AI researcher working in the Silicon Valley for the past decades, I always believe AI amplifies human, not replacing human. However, in the current era of AI, we all become AI agent workers or communicators, copy and paste from a file to ChatGPT, or from ChatGPT to another AI apps. We are not fully amplified, we are occupied. That's why we build Energen AI. So Energen is the first AI agent manager. It comes with its own virtual computer, so it can connect, communicate, and manage other AI agents. And you, as a user, you can watch, pause, or take over at any time. no integration, no coding. So Energen also has strong reasoning. It ranks at the top of Hugging Face data agent leaderboard. And it's 30% more accurate than the second best, which is Google. In terms of growth, since we launched, we are growing 20% week over week on our active user. And in terms of customers, we are adopted by leading enterprise in different industries, like financial industries, Emirates Bank, like energy industries, ANOC, like leading education institutions in SEA. So in the next decades, there will be billions of AI agents operating through all the different operations in different industries. And the one who is going to manage AI agent efficiently will win the game. This is Rachel from Campbell, and we are a team of AI researchers and engineers from top-tier lab in Silicon Valley, including Google DeepMinds, Stanford University's, UC Berkeley's, and we are backed by top-tier VCs, including Y Combinators, General Catalyst, and Mubadala's Hub 71. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Let's move straight into the Q&A time for you. 3 minutes, let's go. If we have any questions, this is your chance. Please raise your hand. Right over there, we'll get Alfred Chung over there. I see you. We're going to pass the mic to you real quick for your question away.
Thanks for the presentation. A quick question is, what is your actual business model over the multiple agents company or just workflow, say, NXN, right? Thank you.
Very good questions. So we currently do usage-based modeling. So basically, we have a very low subscription pricing. And for users who use more, who get more from us, because we are like a manager, right? So we manage more things, communicate more data for our users, and they will pay us more. So basically, cost by tokens.
Great. Right over there. We'll pass it over to Jonathan for a question.
Yeah, I just thank you for that. I just want to ask you a question around the elasticity of the revenue models. There's thousands of AI application apps that are being created every single day. Every app is looking to charge their users. How do you think about making money on top of all the fees and recurring payments that the existing users are making to all the other apps that are there?
Very good questions. Again, we are agent managers, so we help our users managing the agents efficiently. And because we come with virtual computers, and any agents, like we all human using computers, right? So all the agents will either be communicated through the computers or through MCP.
Great. Right over here, we got a question to your right. Oh, hold on. Right over there, we got the mic. Just make sure it's warmed up, ready to go. Uh-oh. They're making sure, right over there, can we just make sure that mic over there is switched on? We can ask away. Let's look at the quick number and make sure the microphone is ready to go. Otherwise, we're going to pass over to the question over there. I'll come back to you in a sec. Oh, hold on, we got the mic's working.
Sorry.
We'll give Andy a chance.
How do you deal with security? So if you've got an agent sitting over a bunch of agents, how do you make sure that that agent is secure?
Very good questions. For our current customer, we deploy on their own data centers. So all the data stay inside of the data center. Like for the banks, they have their own cloud, their data centers. So we deploy our agent manager on their data centers to connect with their database, connect with their virtual desktop. Very good questions.
Let's pass it over to you.
You mentioned that you're growing users 20% month on month. How many users are we talking about?
Actually, it's week over week.
Oh, sorry,
20%.
week over week, even more impressive. How many are we
have
talking about?
thousands of data active users currently.
Come again?
We have thousands of DAU.
Thank you.
All right, real quick, Gordon, right next to you. We have half a minute.
Yep. So what kind of data do you need to customize or train your agent? Agent of agent, right?
Very good question. So we belong to agents which build our AI agent infrastructure and our own models. So we label our data mostly are in Excels, in PDFs, in images, and we turn it to text. But fundamentally, it's token.
All right, there we go. That's 3 minutes done and done. Q&A is finished. One more time for Energen right over here. Good job. You may take a seat, take a relax. take a breather as well as we move on to our next team of the FinTech track. This is from the US, Real Key. Come on out here. Real Key from the United States. This stage is your chance. Right over here, buddy.
I appreciate
Best of luck. Go for it.
Thank you. I appreciate you guys. I know it's getting late, so thank you so much for having your attention. My name's Christopher Hussain. I'm the CEO and founder of RealKey. RealKey is an AI-powered mortgage processing and underwriting platform and the first ever deal room for getting large, complex transactions like mortgage completed. A little bit about me before we get started. I was the #1 mortgage originator in the US for 2 straight years, the only person ever licensed all 50 states, and I've worked with more banks, lenders, brokers, and credit unions than anybody else. One of the top 15 most connected people. So when I say that I understand the mortgage space, hopefully you believe me. Buying a house and getting a mortgage is very complex and very frustrating, especially for mortgage professionals. They have an infinite pipeline of trauma-inducing transactions, and they have to get a lot of documentation from a lot of individuals that are all on separate systems. Now, enter RealKey. What we go through and we do is for mortgage banks, lenders, credit unions, they go through and they export the loan application to RealKey. It gets imported. Our AI then determines, based off the loan application, the lender and the loan program, exactly what is needed, not just from the borrower and the lender, but from all the parties. So that means title, escrow, insurance, appraisers, inspectors, employers, landlords, HOA. All of them are invited in to upload and meet the requirements. They all are stored centrally, meaning one point of truth. You're not emailing this all over the place. They're not all in disparate different systems. One point of truth, which also means that because all the parties are in one space, they can communicate, collaborate, live via like a Slack-like chat, not chat bots. Now, on upload of any docs, our doc AI, in less than 30 seconds, compared to our closest competitor, it takes 17 minutes to 2 hours, recognizes the documents on upload, renames them, categorizes them, attaches them to the right conditions, and guess what? Even gives you a thumbs up, thumbs down. Maybe you triggered something new, you need a letter of explanation, supporting documentation, and there's other additional opportunities. So we charge a subscription model per user. We also do kind of like a cell phone plan for the Doc AI, and there is clearly a marketplace opportunity here that we've already started exploring for insurance. Would you like to upload your insurance policy and get a quote? You just got approved for a mortgage. Would you like to get connected with a real estate agent? Real estate agent just referred you. Do you need to get approved for a mortgage? So there's a lot of opportunities here, and this can also be used for other different industries. For those of you that are going through and investing right now, you can invite in your CPA, your accountant, your CFO. You can invite in also all the lawyers and legal, includes CRMs. So tons of opportunity here, not just in the mortgage space. And so right now we're looking for $10 million at a $33 million pre. We're at $5.25 million ARR and profitable today. And that will take us to 15 to 20 million in the next 12 to 18 months. We're looking to bring this to Hong Kong. This is not the first time we've been here, and so we are very well connected in the space, but we need your help as well. And we'll be in Shenzhen next week as well. So I'd love to go through and connect with all of you, whether it's for investment or to go through and to bring RealKey to Asia. Thank you so much, and love to open it for questions.
Thank you very much. Let's get into the Q&A time. 3 minutes for you. Do we have any questions? Please raise your hand. We'll give the mic to you, and you can ask away. Looking at the room right now, they're thinking. Right over there, Jonathan, go for it, please.
What's the incentive for all the parties to join this platform, and how do you solve for issues of trust, given that it's such a big purchase that many will make once in their lifetime?
Yeah, we get this question all the time, especially from the mortgage professionals. The mortgage professionals think that a company like Title Escrow is not going to join, but guess what? They need their business as well. So they're definitely going to join, especially once they go through and they see that they can communicate, chat, and collaborate. It's, again, a network effect that happens. Additionally, that's the additional opportunity we see, is that right now we're focused on mortgage. These are all complex transactions where Title Escrow, insurance, real estate agents all have a lot of different parties. We can automate a lot of what they do, and a lot of the stuff that they order, like flood certifications, tax transcripts, fraud checks, instead of ordering it 3, 4, 5 times, it's already stored in RealKey. It should be shared. So you can order it one time and reduce the cost and friction for everybody. And because the AI is there, it's doing everything for them too. So tons of opportunity for them. Good
Great.
question.
We have a question right behind right behind the lady in the white. Yes, please. Yes, right over there. They'll give it to Elsie afterwards.
Thank you. Long day, and thank you for your great energy. Maybe a little bit of wild card if you're ready. Wild card question. So if you were a VC investor, what would be the top 3 reasons to bet on this company? And what would be the type of return multiple you're shooting for?
Well, I think that you would want to invest anyway, not just in RealKey, but in the mortgage real estate space. Anything that's been heavily affected. We've seen the worst few years because of how high rates have been and just all the negativity after COVID. And so I think that you go through and you pave the roads when it's dark, you clean the shark tank between feeding frenzies, and we're right now, we are at the bottom of the bottom, so you want to invest in companies so that they can ride the top of the wave and be property capital efficient, not go through and be herd mentality and invest too late, which is what most people do. Be a leader. As far as why else you would want to invest, besides myself and my experience, I have the TurboTax design lead and Intuit's principal design strategist on the team. I have the head of UI UX from Roblox, employee number 2, with 7 FinTech exits behind him, and the head of product from eBay and PayPal, and also the National Association of Realtors is already invested through Second Century Ventures. So you have a world-class team and world-class investors, so it's pretty well de-risked. And I think the opportunity is just massive. I mean, real estate, mortgage, insurance, there's so many legs to what we're doing.
Fantastic. Elsie, time for you.
Yeah, thank you. So, you know, in Hong Kong, retail banks are dominating the mortgage business world, especially Bank of China and HSBC. So do you have any strategy in building partnership with banks, and what will be the strategy exactly?
I mean, it was very interesting going through HKSTP. We were able to go through and go to Shenzhen and meet up with WeBank. We've met with HSBC. In past events when I've met up through the Invest HK teams, I've met up with also Standard Chartered. And personally, I think that this is a product that neutrality is very important, and it's a barrier to entry and a bit of a moat, because at the end of the day, if I'm a title escrow company, a real estate agent, or insurance company, I don't want a different login for each of these different banks, or depending on what platform they're on. Realkey should be a neutral platform, and so personally, I think that aligning with the government is actually the right thing to do, or aligning with the top software player in the space would be the right way to go. So again, neutrality is one of our big moats and barriers to entry. That deal room is actually, in my personal opinion, one of the biggest differentiators, more so than even our wonderful Doc AI and processing underwriting AI. But I appreciate the question.
All right, there we go. That's 3 minutes done and done Q&A. One more time. Well done. You can now relax. Whew, that was FinTech. Just to remind all the judges, please make sure you score. Please make sure you score, and we can get this going. So make sure you put in your scores for the teams number 5, 6, 7, and 8 so far. And to that end, and we'll continue on with today because we have something very special happening right now, real soon. Once you score in, and we're going to change things up and turn up the energy to a whole new level very soon. Now, we also know Epic is all about, epic presentations, epic pitches. It's all about coming together, sharing ideas of different things. Everybody asking questions, seeing innovation, trying to see how can we take the new ideas, mix them with your ideas, getting something completely new and something that's going to innovate and change the world as well. With that though, the judges so far, they've been doing a lot of work, really working hard, trying to make sure they can score everything, pay attention to it, and we still have a few more pitches to go as well, because right now, I have to say something, we're going to turn up the level to a whole new thing, because ladies and gentlemen, this runway is about to get way more epic, because we have with us, joining us, please welcome to the stage, our guest of honor, the Honorable Paul Chan Mao Bo, GBM, GBS, MH, JP, Financial Secretary of the Government of the Hong Kong Special Administrative Region, coming in to join us, being part of today's epic moment. Definitely making sure that we all will remember this unforgettable moment, because this runway is just lit on fire. From legacy to innovation, you are joining us to witness some of the best ideas we have today. There we go. It's so good to have you with us today. We're excited to have your presence, and we know this is going to be way more fun for all of us as well. And with that though, as I said earlier on, nothing in this world ever happened if you don't have a photo, which is why we want to definitely make this moment a moment that we will never forget. So let's capture a memorable photo with us, all of us together. Right now the photographers are getting ready, but we're going to involve everyone in this room. We're going to get a shot of everybody over here. So if there's an angle that you like, make sure you're sitting on that angle. If there's a pose you like, get your hands warmed up and ready for that pose, because we're going to get a camera onto the stage to take a big wide shot of everybody, all right? Once they get that done, I want you all to think about what is that pose you want to do as well. We'll take a bunch of them and all of them will look great, but which one will be the best for you as well. Now, having said that though, we're going to ask our photographer to take a few more photos over there and come join me on stage over here for a group photo. 我想請攝影師咧一陣影埋呢啲相之後咧，就上嚟大台影一個千人照嘅，係啦，我影個大合照 with everybody over here. So we're going to get you to get ready. Now, everyone stay in your seats. Get comfortable, but I want you to look fantastically good as well. Our photographer behind me is getting ready while the rest of them are still getting their pictures over there. We're good to go. I'd like to ask them to turn off the spotlight. Let me say 60 spotlights in. Let's get those spotlights turned off real quick just for the photo. Just for this picture, we're going to get that photo ready to go. Now, everybody over here, this is going to be the proper photo with the smiles. Everyone's sitting there. Let's get those spotlights off as well. 可唔可以熄埋嗰啲 spotlight 嗰兩盞呢？咁我哋攝影師就會影得好啲㗎啦。Now, we can see the whole room. I want you all to look right in the center over here. All right, we have a camera ready, and we're going to get all the camera people to move aside. 我哋揾咁多位攝影師咧，可能咧影埋你嗰幾幅相之後咧，就企埋一邊啦。麻煩我哋攝影師咁多位咧，影埋嗰幾幅之後，就麻煩你企埋一邊啦。因為我哋需要呢位大會攝影師可以影一個千人照啦。We want an opportunity for us to get that picture. Again, this is a moment for all of you to think about what angle, what pose, what thing, is your shirt in the right direction, all that stuff. Let's get over here now. First photo, official camera right over here. Everyone is in the shot, okay? So I want you to all look at the camera over there. We'll take that one picture over here. Okay, let's get that picture. Everyone, big smile. Come on, give me a big smile, everybody. You're in the shot. There we go. I want thumbs ups in the air. All the energy you have. This is an epic moment. If you want, give me a thumbs up as well. Everybody give me a thumbs up. This is a happy moment. We're going to get that shot finally one last time. And having that, thanks so much, everybody. We got the photo over here. We're going to get the cameras. We have 5 more seconds. This is it. You know what? Let's get everybody in the room to shout with me the word. We're going to get you to get some props as well for some fantastic photos as well. We got so many cameras. Now our helpers will give us some props. Now what's going to happen is props will be in your hand. I'm going to count 3, 2, 1. I want everyone to shout out epic like that, all right? Now again, you don't have to be too loud. I have the microphone. You do not. It's very normal, all right? However, I want you to have those props in your hand. And if you don't, I want you to warm up your throat, warm up your voice, and get ready because we're going to get a picture together. First of all, let's get that one picture in the front real quick. Once they do that, I want the whole room to go wild and shout out the word epic. Let's get over here. We're going to give one opportunity for the cameras over there, and I'll get them over back. I'd like to invite them to go over there. All right, this is the moment I've been waiting for. Right over there, let's get that photographer move aside. Okay, everyone, I'm going to do it. Remember, when I count 3, 2, 1, I want the whole room to go epic like that, all right? Let's make this happen. This is the moment we won't forget. In 3, 2, 1, epic! You did it. You're part of a special moment over here, and we're about to take off. Thank you so much. Give yourselves a round of applause, everybody. You are now in the photo as well. All right, this side as well. One quick picture, and one more quick shot right in the center. All right, we're done over here, everyone. Thanks so much for talking about it. All right, let's get you all downstairs because we're going to continue on with our pictures of today. Thank you so much for joining us, photographers. And of course, it's very special to have a guest of honor as well joining us today. With that, though, let's continue on with our pictures of this afternoon because we're going to move ahead to our next category. We just wrapped up FinTech. We're going to move on to GreenTech. With that, let's continue on with the next team of GreenTech, which comes to us from Canada. It's Cert Systems. Come on over here. The stage is warmed up just for you. Good luck. The pitching time starts now.
Good afternoon, everybody. I flew into Hong Kong for Epic Week from my home in Toronto in Canada. When you think about it, it's really amazing that I was able to come from across the world in order to make many fantastic new business connections, as well as see some of my family that I haven't seen in years. However, as somebody working in GreenTech, it also pains me because that flight added 4 tons of CO2 to my personal carbon footprint. So while air travel does bring us all together, it's also responsible for about 4% of climate change. The reason is because airplanes require energy-dense liquid fuels in order to fly. While other industries can electrify, you can't run a plane on batteries, and renewable fuels today are limited by their cost and their scale. So what's the solution? It's AI. But not what you're thinking. I'm talking about me, Alex Ip. I'm the co-founder and CEO of Cert Systems. At Cert, what we are doing is we are producing sustainable aviation fuel out of thin air. We can take carbon dioxide out of the atmosphere, and using only water and electricity, we can convert that into a drop-in fuel that can be used to fly an airplane. Unlike other pathways to get to renewable fuels, we don't compete with cropland that you would use to grow food, and we don't require the use of high capex processes in order to convert syngas. Our tech has been proven. We were finalists in the Carbon X Prize, where we demonstrated for the first time the conversion of CO2 emissions from a power plant into chemicals. We've been backed by Breakthrough Energy, and just last week, we were recognized by Tencent as part of their Carbon X program. We've raised $7 million to date, and we are currently working with partners such as the International Airlines Group in order to help us scale and deploy our technology. And maybe soon, Cathay, we'll see. Now, what we want to do is recognize that today we're at Kai Tak, which used to be the main airport in Hong Kong. But today it's not used as an airport. We've moved to a larger one where it's more modern, it's bigger, it's safer, and so flying is better for everyone. We believe that we can continue to make flying better for everyone by switching to fuels so that everyone can feel good about when they travel, they are not contributing to climate change. CERT stands to be at the forefront of what will be a $500 billion industry. And so I hope that you will all join us in order to make a future where next time you take off, it'll be on fuel that is made from air. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, sir. Over there, let's go straight into the Q&A. And for this, I'd like to invite our co-title sponsor representative, Lawrence Fong, Director Digital and IT of Cathay, for the first question.
Thank you very much. Really good presentation. And it's amazing and sounds too good to be true. So can you share with me what is exactly the technology?
Yeah, so to elaborate a bit more on the technology, what we're doing is an electrochemical process. So it's similar to the way that you can split water to make hydrogen. But what we are doing is we have a different type of catalyst, a different type of system where we can basically split that CO2 and reform it into an intermediate that's already used to make sustainable aviation fuel. That intermediate is called ethylene. So it's used on like the alcohol to jet pathway. And so by doing that, we can basically avoid the use of biomass in order to get to that same quality of fuel. And we don't need to use like a very high pressure process in order to convert that further.
Okay, so a follow-up question. I think we just talked about the SAF before we start this session. So how would it be possible to scale? Because if you need to provide the fuel to the aviation, it's talking about massive volume, right? So,
yeah, and as you know, I'm sure, scale is one of the big challenges for SAF. And so today, the little bit of SAF that's used is using like waste cooking oils and some biomass. So that's where the feedstocks are really constrained. CO2, we have a lot of that. We know how to make it, and so that one you can kind of access anywhere you are. And so we're not constrained by the carbon feedstock. And what we're seeing is there's more and more renewable electricity coming online, which is the other main component that goes into our system. And so, as capacity is coming on to feed different sorts of applications, we can tap into that to further scale the eSAF that we're making.
Great, we still have a minute to go. Any other questions? Right over there, we're going to give Andrea.
Hi there, can you tell me what your TRL is and what do you see as the commercial roadblocks in order to scale?
Yeah, that's a great question. So TRL, we typically put it around TRL 5 to 6 or so. So we've done some work through the Carbon X Prize where we've actually deployed it in the field. What we see as some of the roadblocks, one is physically building out the scale. We don't think that there are scientific or fundamental sort of issues there. It's more just like, can we raise the capital in order to build larger electrolyzers? And then, of course, the integration of different systems. So there's processing on the downstream end where we have to get it to that final refined fuel that's acceptable for aircraft, and then also combining with the input of the feedstocks from CO2.
All right, Steve, right over there, please.
Very interesting technology.
Thank you.
Just want to know, for how long do you need to take to commercialize your solution?
Yeah, so the way that we see this, our SAF is considered an eSAF. A lot of that is kind of more coming in like 2030 or so. But in the meantime, as we scale, because the amount of fuel that you need is enormous for aviation, we're starting by going commercial in the next 2 years by feeding our feeding our intermediates into things like sustainable packaging, which operate at smaller volumes. That allows us to continue to scale, get into the market, get feedback on our process, and gain more partnerships on the chemicals and fuel side. And that'll allow us to prove it out so that it is ready for prime time when it has to make SAF for an airline.
All right, there we go. That's 3 minutes done and done. Oof. One more time for Search Systems right over here. You can now take a break. Take it easy. We're going to keep this going with our next team, NEU Battery Materials from Singapore. Come on over here. This is your moment to shine while the judge is away, because your 3 minutes starts right now.
This battery powers our electric cars, phones, data centers, and pretty much is the backbone of everything that's sustainable and clean tech. Yet more than 40% of these batteries are not actively being recycled. This is generally because of the technological gaps between the traditional methods of recycling, hydrometallurgy and pyrometallurgy. Hi, my name is Brian. I'm the co-founder and CEO of New Battery Materials, and we are the future of battery recycling. I'm a serial entrepreneur. This is my 4th business that I've ran, and we've raised over $8 million till date. And what we have developed here at New is that we've created a patented electrochemical process, a world's first using this method to recycle batteries. We only consume water and electricity in the recycling process. What we have done is we've taken waste batteries from energy storage, from electric cars, from manufacturing scraps from the battery manufacturers, put it into our recycling process and extract battery-grade lithium. This battery-grade lithium is then sold back to battery manufacturers to make a new battery. Think of it as using lithium from your old iPhone that you're currently using, potentially powering the future electric cars that you drive. That is the kind of closed loop that we envision. Our process is modular and has 5 times lower in carbon dioxide emissions compared to the traditional methods of recycling. This modularity solution allows us to deploy it to battery manufacturers on site, allowing us to service them locally. We also have renewable energy in the process, allowing us to produce green hydrogen and green lithium. Our vision is to actually build factories overseas, and currently we own a semi-commercial plant in Singapore, and we have contracts with battery manufacturers all over the world. Our investors include the Singapore government, fleet operators, as well as international renowned venture capital. Our goal is to deploy these modular solutions to the local battery manufacturers in all the different regions, allowing them to protect their critical material and have a domestic supply chain. So in the future, when we look at electrifying the battery industry and the entire world, I hope that all of you will join me to electrify battery recycling. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much. Let's go straight into the Q&A for 3 minutes on the clock. Do we have any questions? Let's get those. Oh, Andrea, right over there. We're going to pass you a mic real quick to you. Andrea, can we pass the mic over here, please? Right over there, to your left. Please.
Hi, can you tell me the percentage of recovery in each recycling process?
Thanks, Andrea. So we recover more than 90 to 98% of the lithium from waste batteries, and all of that is going back into making new batteries today.
Right over there. Cool. We have any questions? Right over there. The gentleman over here, pass him the mic, please. Thank you.
Just curious to know what the cost of your final product would be compared to, I don't know, virgin lithium.
Actually, our cost of operation and extraction is cheaper than mining, as well as cheaper than other recycling technologies. We're looking at on gross margins about 70% on the recycling material itself.
Great. We have still some time for a question. Right over there, the lady in the back. We'll pass it to her.
Hi, can you share with us your traction so far? Have you done any POC or signed any contracts?
Yeah, we signed contracts with battery manufacturers overseas, those who are building gigafactories. We even have contracts with the largest battery manufacturer, CATL. And to date, we've made over $1 million in revenue in our business so far.
Great. Oh, Andrea back again. Let's go for it.
Hi, over here, sorry. Any regulatory environments that you're watching that may be causing any limits to your traction?
Actually, regulatory compliance work in our favor because it forces the value chain partners to find a recycling company. And when they look at recycling, they can't actually recycle a type of battery called lithium iron phosphate, LFP. You find that in your BYDs. They will actually need to come to us. And these clients actually at times pay us money to recycle these batteries for them.
All right, let's pass it over to Elsie over there, please.
Thank you, Brian. I'm just interested to know what are the safety measures that you incorporate in terms of the recycling process?
Yeah, it's a good question. When we deal with batteries, there's a lot of compliance and safety to look at because these batteries are hazardous. And when we break them down, we deal with a black particle called black mass. In our process, the safety and compliance is actually relatively easy because we don't consume chemicals or acids in that process. But generally, our procedure has a whole list of compliance that we look at.
Great. Jonathan, please.
Quick one. What's the bottleneck that's preventing you from scaling from 1 million to 100 million?
Yeah. So the bottleneck now is to finish building our facility in Singapore. Once we demonstrate this, we essentially have a commercial process flow in our hand. This process flow that we have in Singapore is actually the same process that we can scale to becoming the #1 recycler in the world. So I have a facility of 1,000 tons of batteries per year today, and I can bring that to 100,000 tons, becoming the largest recycler in the world, just with the exact same blueprint that I have today.
Fantastic. And we're going to go to Evan over there in the back. Last chance.
I just want to clarify your business model. So you are there to collect, recycle. Are you then producing again the batteries or the materials to the battery manufacturer? And then are you operating these, or it's a modular approach where you're basically selling your service to battery manufacturer, etc.?
It's both. So we actually have a facility today. We take contracts in, we sell the lithium as well. But because we want to scale the process faster, we can actually license the modular system to the battery manufacturers themselves. So think of you being able to recycle the materials from your production line in the same factory that you own.
All right, there we go. That's 3 minutes done and done. You can now take a break, relax.
Thank
One
you.
more time. Any of you battery materials from Singapore? We move ahead to our next team in this category. We're going to go to the US with Soterra Battery Innovation Group. Come on out here. This is your chance to shine. This is coming to us, Soterra Battery Innovation Group. 3 minutes on the clock. Please enjoy.
Battery fires are growing 46% every year. 2 months ago, batteries in South Korea government data center exploded, triggering thermal runaway where one overheated cell causes unstoppable chain reaction. The result? 647 systems paralyzed, over 800 terabytes of data gone. Battery recalls cost billions. GM spent nearly $2 billion recalling Bolt. And just this month, BYD recalled 115,000 vehicles. China is mandating change. Starting July 2026, every EV made there must guarantee no fire, no explosion. Why? Because the current system only detects cool suppress fire. It's like having a seatbelt after the crash. Thermal runaway, once it starts, nothing prevents it. Soteria prevents fire before it starts. We cut fire risk by 90% through 2 innovations directly built into the battery. First, thermally stable separator that won't melt and cause fire. 2, polymer current collector that acts like a circuit breaker, isolating damage automatically. The problem areas stop working instead of exploding. The rest continues to work. Our technology is validated. NASA's nail penetration test, where conventional batteries explode most of the time, resulted in 0 thermal runaway. Our batteries enable triple cycle life, faster charging, and lower cost. We drop in compatible with existing battery production line. We produced 50,000 cells with Chinese partner, proving scalability. Then what about the billions of batteries that are already out there? Soteria Sense battery gas detector provides early warning 15 minutes before ignition. 15 minutes that could have saved Korea. The opportunity is massive. Battery market will grow to be $400 billion by 2030 across EV, energy storage, robotics. Safety is the bottleneck. We're not just solving a technical issue, we're unlocking the industry's growth. We're becoming the standard. 130 plus company consortium, including NASA, Mercedes, Daimler, is the platform for safety. We generated 2.3 million revenue through licensing, product sales, and membership fees. We're raising 3 million at 25 million pre-money, pre-value. And Soteria, battery safety is not optional, it's inevitable. Join us in making a world where batteries never burn. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Please stay over there. We're going to go into Q&A for you. We have 3 minutes on the clock. If I see a hand in the air, I will pass the mic right over there. We have a hand in the air. We'll pass you a microphone real quick. We're going to get it to you on your right hand. You will see a microphone come towards you. Please ask away.
Hi, thank you. What technology do you use for your sensor to enable this early detection, number one? And secondly, what kind of design compromise do you have to do to adopt your separator technology? Thank you.
So our separator is different material from the current separator that are used in batteries. So PE is normally used, or ceramic coated is used. We come from paper making manufacturing process. So we have cellulose based and non-woven cellulose based and aramid. So our temperature tolerance is up to 500. So it is thermally very stable. So when the short circuit happens, that it does not melt. That prevents short circuit, the electric energy to go through. So, and the first question is about Soteria Sense, right? So it detects the chemical failure of the batteries. So unlike the smoke detector that alarms after fire happens, so our detector would detect a chemical failure out of the gas or out of the battery and gives alarm before ignition. So people would have time to escape or do operational things to save the batteries.
Fantastic. We have a minute and a half right over there. Poman Lo, we're going to pass you the microphone to ask away your question.
Can't agree more that battery safety is not optional but a must. But I'm wondering, so how exactly can you fence off other competitors? What exactly is your barrier to entry? And also, how do you as a commercial company actually set the standard when there are battery companies around the world?
Thank you. So we run a consortium of 130 plus companies that involves from entire supply chain, from material companies to the device companies or end customers. Everybody is concerned about safety and they're not satisfied with the current technology. So like solid state or additives that makes non-flammable, they are far away from commercialization. They're years to come. Yes, but they're not 100% solid. There's some liquid in it which still makes it flammable. And we are drop-in ready for production, so which makes a better choice for current situation. And sorry, what was the other question? Standard, yes. Yes, so all the companies in our consortium work together to make standard. So for example, about 2 years ago, 20 plus e-bike companies got together, saw the problem, and dissected all the batteries out there and come up with a new standard to be implemented for the industry because they don't want any other customer to get hurt.
All right, there we go. Time's up for you. Q&A is done. One more time, everybody, for Sotera Battery Innovation Group. You can now take it easy, take a break, take a sigh of relief.
Thank you.
Done for your session. We move on to the last team in our GreenTech track. Please welcome to the stage YSL NC Limited with OK06 from Hong Kong. Make some noise. Come on over here. This is your chance. Go for it. We have the microphone ready for you. We're going to get you a mic real quick over here, set you up, and we get the timer on because you have 3 minutes on the clock. Good luck. Go for it and enjoy. The time will start. The moment he gets that done, make sure it's on the right position. And I got to say, the timer will start now.
Hello.
Go.
Hi, my name is Eddie, co-founder and CEO of OK6. My 5-year-old niece, Zoe, is the reason why I'm standing here today. 5 years ago, she knew that I was running a face mask factory with my existing co-founders. After learning all the used masks, I actually dumped to trash bin instead of recycled. She was disgusted and criticized. Uncle Eddie, why do you make so much trash every day? And this is no good to the planet. That was the moment sparked OK6. And Joe and I were thinking, can we actually make something biodegradable in nature? Healthcare disposables are choking our planet. Millions of tons of plastic waste and CO2 yearly. The 300 billion market is untapped and has no sustainable solution right now. So OK6 has invented a biodegradable material which performs like plastic and can match the plastic price in 3 years. We are replacing PPE today and diapers and medical disposables tomorrow. Our team has 20 years experience in material science, polymer engineering, and Stanford PhD, chemistry PhD. So through our materials, we actually invented the world's first PPE that cuts carbon 90%, and when discarded to landfill, is certified to break down completely in 6 months. 0 microplastics. Okuma is made of plant-based fibers and natural materials. It's manufactured by reactive extrusion and nanospinning. It is scalable, durable, and adaptable for multiple applications. We're not just competing with green plastics. Our mission is to replace plastics, polypropylene, in multiple applications. We have already received global certifications and global invention awards. We have just commercialized this year, but so far we have already received nearly $1 million sales, 4 patents filed, and $10 million pipeline. Recently, we secured 3 investors, 2 investors from Silicon Valley, 1 impact fund from Singapore. We are raising $2 million to scale, fulfill our orders, and also to fulfill our goal to match the price parity. So join me, Zoe, and the Oco6 team to decarbonize healthcare and end plastic waste for healthcare. Thank you.
Thank you very much. All right, right on the dot for 3 minutes. Let's get into the Q&A time. This is your chance. If we have a question right over there, Pullman Low, I'll give you a chance to ask away.
There's no doubt that we need biodegradable healthcare materials, but you mentioned just now rate parity. That is the greatest challenge. And if it takes 3 years to reach that, how do you think your company can survive given all the economic challenges we are facing today?
Actually, all the investors asked the same question. So our track record was we reduced from the premium 10 times more expensive than plastics to now about double price today. And we are driven by our 20 years experience in material science, our world-class scientists, polymer scientists from, for example, UC Berkeley, Europe, and also University of Minnesota. And we are also using AI to improve our R&D. So if you're interested, I can show you our comprehensive cost reduction strategy from the material itself and also optimization of the manufacturing. It is very difficult, but I think we can do it.
Fantastic. We have just under 2 minutes. Do we have any other questions? We'll give it to Dr. Siwa Leung. We'll give it to Dr. Siwa Leung real quick. No, I saw him first, so I'll give him that. You'll have time for sure, Andrea, don't worry.
Sorry, thank you. So the best thing and the worst thing about plastic is its durability, right? So if your material degrades in 6 months, how are you going to apply it in applications where it needs to be durable?
So 6 months is only after disposal. For example, I'll give you an example. A banana, right? A banana can last for 20 years in the freezer, right? If there's no microorganisms or temperature is not suitable, it can last forever. So just like burning, you need temperature, fuel, and also oxygen to trigger the burning. But if you can remove any one of the elements, burning will not start. Biodegradation is the same thing. If you can remove either the moisture or microorganisms or temperature, then the biodegradation is not going to start.
Great. Andrea, right over to you.
No, please go.
We'll give it to Shelley. Go for it.
How can you dispose it? You say landfill, right?
Correct.
But biodegradable in landfill will generate more methane gas as a landfill gas.
Actually, that's not the case. So, first of all, our material is certified to fully decompose in both aerobic condition and also anaerobic condition. Aerobic condition is a composting environment with oxygen, and anaerobic is without oxygen. So in composting environment, the material that you can see is actually generating to water, carbon dioxide, and also biomass. It's not generating any methane.
But landfill is anaerobic.
In landfill, yes, that's correct. But actually, well, all the landfill conditions is the same case. I think in Hong Kong, they are doing research to collect the methane. Actually, methane is a good gas. It's a fuel, it's a biofuel. So, but that's actually in the future, and then whether they can do more research to recover the methane and then to convert to the biofuel.
Thank you very much. I'm sorry, Andrea, we just ran out of time, but thanks so much again. That's 3 minutes done and done. One more time, that's OCO 6 over there. So you can now take it easy.
Thank you.
Relax a little bit. Now I want to remind all our judges to make sure that you submit your scores for the GreenTech track over here. This is your opportunity. Submit your scores for a GreenTech track that we can tally it all up together as well. Now, while we're doing that, while they're putting it all together, I want to remind everyone, remember we had that favorite picture award I mentioned earlier on? Well, now is your chance to vote for them. As you can see, the QR code is now on the screen, and I have to say, you definitely want to vote for this, and you will have 5 minutes to vote for it. So make sure you do it, because we will close it in 5 minutes sharp. So don't miss out on your chance to vote for your favorite picture that you saw today. Which one of them stood out? Which one of them leave an impression? The most important thing is put your votes in right now. Scan that QR code. I'll give you another 10 more seconds. Make sure you scan the QR code. Don't scan my face. That's a different website. But make sure you go to the QR code you see on the screen over there, and you will find a chance to vote your favorite picture so far. Having said that, though, we're going to move on to the next segment, because as I said earlier on, we witnessed our finalists in the Epic Junior finalists over there. And it's time to announce the champions of Epic Junior. Now, let me tell you who they are. First of all, in our primary school winner, make some noise for Jay Chuck. Coming over here, Jay. Well done. Congratulations, the primary school category winner of Epic Junior. Join me over here real quick. Next up, I'm going to announce the secondary school winner, who is Aber Dangayash. Come on over here. Well, give a round of applause. The two of them, secondary school, primary school, making sure they've done a fantastic job over here. Now you will both of you get 1 minute on the stage to give us that pitch that got you to become winners as well, right? We're going to start off with our secondary school winner first. Abir, I'll give you the stage over here. You and myself, we're going to take a step over there, right? With that, let's take a step over here, and your time starts now.
With carbon emissions heating up the Earth, I'd like to present the solution to climate change. EcoStride, a device placed under pavements and roads that intertwines innovation and sustainability, with each step powering the world. EcoStride consists of energy-generating tiles that utilize groundbreaking mechanisms to convert the renewable kinetic energy of footsteps into electrical power. In urban environments, where billions of people walk on busy streets daily, EcoStride has the potential to produce a significant amount of green electricity. Now you may be wondering why EcoStride matters. Well, as the world changes, many cities strive for sustainability, but they often lack practical solutions. However, once installed, EcoStride merely requires the presence of people, making it unique compared to other products. Invest in EcoStride and fight global warming one step at a time, literally. After all, why did the pedestrian cross the road? To generate electricity, of course.
Thank you very much, Abir. Jay, come join us over there. Right, well done. You're going to take a break with me at the back. We're going to give the chance to Jay. Take it away. This is your moment to shine. 1 minute on the clock. Go for it.
What if we stop shooting rain from above, but push it aside? Well, say hello to the air umbrella, a pocket-sized hurricane. Think Dyson hairdryer for rain, but minus the 4-figure price tag. No more plastic sleeves, no more broken ribs. Just the silent, foam-powered Gore-Tex blades that spin fast, deflect rain, and create a 1-meter dry zone just for you. Like your personal, may the force be with you shield. At 200 grams and $20 US, it's built for all 8 billion of us. Even 0.01% means 18 million sales. Yeah, Yoda will be impressed. The 5,000-year-old umbrella? Obsolete. It's time to let science take over. May the wind be with you. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Come, let's go over there. Jay, that was fantastic. Stay there with me. I love the quotes over there. Yoda is one of my favorites who have the quotes. Now, having said that though, I have to admit there's no way if I were your age I'd be brave enough for this, so you definitely deserve to be the winners over here. Now I'd like to invite Dr. Sunny Chai, SBS, BBS, JP, Chairman of HKSTV, to come up here and present our trophies to our Epic Junior winners. Everyone, one more time. Primary school, secondary school, the ultimate, the future of Epic right over here. Let's get them a photo over here. Everybody get your awards. You should be proud of yourself coming up here, talking about how you can improve the world, and most importantly, quoting Yoda. Let's get a photo over here. Get that real quick picture, because I'm going to add one more friend to join us over here on stage to join you, the two of you as well. With this though, let's get that picture right in the center, because I want to make sure I invite another friend as well. Now, just to let you know, none of this would have been made possible without the help of the Epic Junior co-organizer Solomon Learning. So can I now take a moment and please have Mr. Anthony Leung, Chairman and co-founder of Solomon Learning, to join Sunny and our winners for a picture together. Let's get the four of you together. That's the photo I want together. Let's over here, the two of you behind them, right over there. All right, let's stay together. Let's get a big picture together. Spread it over here. There we go. Now a little bit closer over there. Let's get that photo together. All right, oh, I see what's happening over here. It's all about the aesthetics. There we go. Looking forward over here. That's the first camera. Looking forward over there. All right, look down a little bit. There we go. Looking down a little bit over there, getting the shot real quick. And then on top of that, after that one, I want to ask all the cameras in the back over there, giving you a few seconds to take your photos together. Getting a picture. All right. Let's keep this going over here. A few more seconds for you to put that picture together, and we're going to give you in 2 more seconds. And I have to say thank you very much again. Great job. Congratulations. Give them a round of applause, everybody. Epic future winners. Thank you so much, Anthony, Sunny, and the two of you, please. You may please be seated and enjoy. You have just witnessed something epic over here today that could be the future of something you will blow your mind away. Having said that though, we had an epic takeoff for the grand finale, but none of it would have been made possible without our incredible sponsors and partners. So I'd like to take a moment to recognize how important they've been, especially our co-title sponsors, Cathay and HSBC Innovation Banking. Digital health tech sponsor Takeda, hospitality sponsor Regal Hotels, as well as our strategic partners and champagne partner, together with our investor partners, judging partners, and supporting partners. Everybody give them a huge round of applause. Come on. We're here today thanks to their support, thanks to their belief. Of course, our sponsors and partners, incredible support that has powered this grand finale and made every moment possible. Thank you for championing bold ideas and bright futures. But last but not least, you know what? I got to say thanks to all of you who are here. Hey, everybody, give yourselves a round of applause over here. I like that you came in, you sat, you listened, you were part of this epic moment. That's what it's all about. It made today extraordinary for all of us to enjoy. And I have to say though, we're going to soon reveal the winners, but I want you to take a moment right now and think about this. We came together, 100 of us this morning, came for the semifinals, went through that station over there, decided how to pitch your ideas. You had 60 seconds. Those 60 seconds could have changed absolutely everything. However, after that, we, the judges over here, had to come together, add scores, think about this, debate, discuss, all that stuff, and pick only 12 finalists. After that, this stage was just lit on fire. This runway became the runway for innovation, putting together all the ideas that we had. One by one, they came out. Let's be honest, the finalists were nervous. They were scared. They were thinking, I hope they like my idea. Just when you thought one idea was good, another idea might be better than that one as well. But they came in, you asked the questions, they answered clearly. And the best part is they were all on time. I love it when they're on time. That means no OT, because that's the sin in Hong Kong. We do not OT over here, right? Having said that though, we're tallying up all the scores together, making sure that we get the numbers correct, which is what I want you to think now. You voted for your favorite picture. Would that be the one that wins today? Have a moment to think about all the different ideas. We talked about health. We talked about the finance. We talked about the green role. Which one is one that stands out the most? Well, don't worry. I will stop the yapping because we finally have got to the moment we've all been waiting for. It is time to announce our favorite picture award. You voted, we counted, and it's now time to reveal who it is. To present this award, I'd like to invite Bo Wen Young, Senior Vice President Commercial, Regal Hotels Group, to join me on stage. Come on up here. All right, Bowen, we're gonna take a moment over here. Now the trophy is in your hand. This is all about how we voted together. Now, this is it. Everybody came together, they voted, they said, I like this, I like that, but the key over here is this is the award for all of them to vote and put it together. The key is that this is the people's favorite award. That means that might be the trend for the future, where you know what, that idea is what we all want to be seeing happening in the future. That is what it's all about. Having said that though, I think, you know what, I'm not going to drag the suspension over here. Let's get straight into who is the favorite picture award winner. The winner goes to, you heard it, you loved it, it was Oko6! Yeah! Come on over here. You should be proud of yourself. You are the favorite picture award recipient right here. Well done. Come over here, get your award. Be proud, be happy. Definitely a moment you want to be proud of. This is what everyone loved. They decided you were the one to win. Get a photo over here. Looking forward to that. Big smile, big thumbs up. Your favorite picture award recipient right up here, Oko6. Congratulations, coming on stage, telling us your idea, and we loved it as well. Thanks, man. Thank you very much, Baldwin, as well, for your help as well. Because now we move on to our next track. This is Digital Health Check. And for this, I'd like to invite Dr. Liu Yang, Acting President of Takeda China, to join me on stage. Please, come on up here. Dr. Liu Yang, please join me over here as we get ready for a Digital Health Check winner over here. Now, I like to have some suspense. I want the drama, I want the tension. I want them to all to think right now, who could it be? All our finalists over there sitting there waiting for the moment for me to announce who it is. But the most important thing is we will find out soon enough, but it's all about the tension. Now, some of you might be saying, I voted for this person, I voted for that, but it doesn't matter. It's all about what our judges decided that's going to happen over here. But having said that though, we tallied all their scores. Now, this was a tough one, I have to say, because I heard a lot of good ideas, and you know what they say, health is wealth at the end of the day. Right? So the most important thing is which one of these items is the one we want to see that can be expanded in the future. Which one will this runway innovate and let it take flight? We will find out soon enough as we reveal our winner. Now, having said that though, I will let you all know, I know I'm doing this way too much, the dramatic suspension is too much. I'll get straight into it, because the winner of our Digital Health Check track goes to KA Imaging! Congratulations! Well done. Come on over here. You deserve to definitely celebrate. Take your time. This runway is yours to fly high. Come over here. You are our Digital Health Track winner. Getting yourself that fantastic check, and congratulations. Right over here. Be proud, be happy, get a photo, take one step to your left. There we go, right in the center of the runway. Let's get a picture with big smiles. Come on, big smiles right over here. All right, thumbs up in the air. This is the moment you should be happy. Wait, we have more cameras in the back. We have more cameras in the back trying to make this happen over here. Okay, picture, picture, picture over here. We got a lot of pictures happening over there. One more time, 3 more seconds to go. And let's go. Thank you so much again. Congratulations over here, KA Imaging, and thank you very much, Dr. Liu Yan. Please, you may please be seated over there. Congratulations. You definitely should go celebrate. Thanks so much. The two of you may please be seated as well and enjoy, because we're moving on to our FinTech track over here. For this, I'd like to invite Jonathan Yip, Managing Director, Head of Innovation Banking Asia, HSBC, to please join me on stage. And I promise you all, none of this suspense talk. I'll go straight into announcing who our winner is, because I already have it in my hand. The FinTech track winner, Jonathan, it goes to Belly! Come on over here. Congratulations. Yes, you came up here looking the part. You fit right into today's theme, and guess what? You won yourself the FinTech Tech winner over here at Belly. Congratulations. Come up here, get your check, get a picture, and get a moment to be an epic track winner. Let's get a picture together over here with your check as well. This is a quick shot. Let's over here. Big smiles over here. All right, big smiles over there. We're going to give you one chance. The camera on the front. Now we're going to give a chance as well to the photos over the back. I'll give you 5 seconds over there. Get that picture done and done. We got a few more pictures over there. And we're going to happen over there. And I think congratulations once again, Belly. You should go celebrate. Thanks so much, Jonathan. Please be seated and enjoy as we reveal our next few winners. Thank you so much. Please take a seat, go celebrate. Definitely make sure to go cash that big check. Having said that though, let's move on to our next track, which is GreenTech. For this, I'd like to invite Lawrence Fong, Director of Digital and IT of Cathay, to join me on stage to reveal who our winner is for GreenTech. Getting straight into it, Lawrence, let's do this. The winner for the GreenTech track goes to NEU Battery Materials. Come on over here. Well done, congratulations. You should be happy and proud. You came up here, you talked about how you can help the world, and guess what? We're helping you help the world for the future as well. Come over here, get your check, get your picture. Let's get a picture together. All right, we got a picture. We give me a thumbs up over there. One happy thumbs up as well. Let's continue on. We got cameras over there. I'll give you a few more seconds for the photo. And with that, we're going to move ahead because it's time for our photos done and done. Thank you very much. Congratulations. Go celebrate. Thank you so much, Lawrence, as well, for your help as well. We're going to move on to our next segment now. We had a special guest of honor come in. He heard your pitches. He heard your ideas. But you know what? We want to hear what he thinks as well. So I want everyone to please warmly join me in welcoming the Honorable Paul Chan Mao, GBM, GBS, MHJP to come up here, please, and deliver your speech. Let us know what you think so far. It's always good to see you, sir. Pleasure. Always good. Please, take a step aside. We're going to get the podium ready for you. We want to hear your thoughts about being epic. Please.
Yeah, thank you. Sunny, Terry, Consuls General, judges, innovators from around the world, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. What a pleasure to be back with you this year at EPAC. My congratulations to the winners in each of the 3 tracks. And in just a minute or two, we will find out who takes the overall champion. So I promise to keep my remarks very brief. I know the suspense is building. This is the 9th edition of EPAC and my 3rd time joining you. Yet each year, I find myself more amazed, more inspired, and more energized by the creativity, passion, and ambition in this room. Today, I look out at 1,000 innovators, entrepreneurs, investors, and partners from all over the world. One thing is crystal clear. EPAC has grown into an iconic global innovation contest. The numbers speak for themselves. Applications come from 70 economies, including 12 new ones. And 85% of the 100 semi-finalists are non-local startups. This is most globally diverse edition of EPAC ever. And the beauty of EPAC isn't just about crowning winners. It is about giving you, the founders and the dreamers, a stage to share your ideas, your ambitions, and your vision for the future. And here in Hong Kong, we want to help you realize that we have a very deep pool of angel investors and venture capitalists ready to consider high potential ventures. But not just that, from private equity to IPOs, Hong Kong offers a full spectrum of financial options to fuel your journey. You may know that Hong Kong tops the world in terms of IPO so far this year. Our innovation landscape is also blessing. We now have over 4,700 startups. That is 500 more compared to 1 year ago. We are building a stronger innovation and industry chain from the upstream to the downstream. And we are fast-tracking the development of Northern Metropolis, the future innovation engine of Hong Kong. The Northern Metropolis will be a launchpad for global innovation companies. It is a hub for collaboration with cities like Shenzhen and Guangzhou, which together with Hong Kong form the world's #1 most innovative cluster, according to the World Intellectual Property Organization. And ladies and gentlemen, when you come to Hong Kong, please don't just work. Let's not forget that life in Hong Kong is also pretty good. Apart from excellent law and order, endless cultural and sportsal events, beautiful country parks and hiking trails, happy dining and pubbing, home to the best bar in the world. And we don't tax wine, so enjoy. So wherever you are from, I invite you to join us here in Hong Kong, where your dream will take off. A very big thank you to Science Park and all the sponsors, judges, and partners who have made this competition amazing. And one last note to friends from the local community. Remember to mark your diary for December the 7th, legislative election. It is important for our future. So thank you all once again. And now to the announcement of the champions.
Thank you very much. Please remain on stage with me. I love the idea that we don't tax wine, please enjoy. That's what I remember so far. Now we're going to get into the winner announcement real soon. It's exciting, this whole runway. And you look at how the room, everyone just leaned forward. They're just like, okay, who is going to be the winner? Is he doing this tension talk again? Yes, I am, because I want to make sure we're all excited to find out. But you know what? We're not going to only have you on stage to do this. I'm going to have to invite as well to help us with the championship announcement. I would like to take this opportunity to invite Dr. Sunny Chai, SBS, BBS, JP, Chairman of HKSTP, to join me on stage. Come on up here. Everyone, a round of applause. Now, the stage is getting ready. Now, we can soon enough announce the winner. All right? However, I got to make sure that this whole room is ready. I want you to take a moment to think about, who do you think is the winner? It might be one of them and you thought about it in your head. Could be one of the Tech Track winners over here. But the most important thing is, it is definitely one of our finalists that we had so far. And with that though, I'm going to announce it real soon, because of course the tension is up in the air. As much as we don't tax wines, we do not like this wasting of time. It's okay. But having said that though, ladies and gentlemen, I think it's time to reveal the winner of EPIC 2025, our 9th edition of EPIC. The winner goes to NEU Battery Materials! Congratulations! You are the champion of EPIC 2025. Come on up here. You should be proud. Everybody, keep those applause going. Keep the energy in the room up. This is our 2025 EPIC winner, NEU Battery Materials. Great ideas, deserves great response, and always deserves a great reward from everybody. Let's get a photo of your big smile. The two of you should be proud. The three of you on stage making this photo look fantastic. We want to make sure this moment is unforgettable. We have more cameras in the back. Let's look in the behind over there. We got a few more to go. We got to pick up pictures over here. And having said that though, I want you all to keep remaining on stage, because we're going to keep this full flight going. And I'd like to take this opportunity to invite a few more other people who witnessed this journey with us. I want to add up our other Tech Track winners to join us on stage. Can I please have Belly join me on stage? Belly, come join us on stage. KA Imaging, please join us on stage as well as our Favorite Picture Award recipient. You know who you are. Come on over here and definitely join us on the stage right now. Let's take a few of you to take a step back and join us for a photo over here. Please stand over here with me. I want to invite those Tech Track winners to join us, our favorite picture as well. On top of that, as I call your name, please join us on the stage. We want to make this epic moment an epic memory we will never epic forget. With that though, one by one, please join me on stage. Can I please have Lawrence Fong, Director Digital and IT, Cathay, to join us on stage. Lawrence, please join us over here. Let's get you nicely positioned over here, one by one. That's Lawrence Fong over there. Next up, can I please have Jonathan Yip, Managing Director and Head of Innovation Banking Asia, HSBC. Join us on stage. Jonathan, please come on over here. They'll tell you where to go. Dr. Liu Yan, Acting President, Takeda China. Please join us on stage as well. We want to get her in the shot over here so we remember the special moment. Next up, I'd like to invite Bowen Young, Senior Vice President, Commercial, Real Hotels Group, to join us on this epic stage for a photo with everybody as well. Next up, can I also please invite Peter Yan, Director General, Office of Attracting Strategic Enterprises, to join us up here. Peter, please come to the stage and join us. Next up, I want to also invite Arnold Lau, Associate Director General of Investment Promotion, Invest HK. Arnold, come on over here. Can I also please call upon Stephanie Ma, Board Member HKSTP. Stephanie, the stage wants your presence, with also Dillis Chow, Board Member HKSTP. Dillis, please join us on the stage. And of course, Conrad Chan, Board Member HKSTP. Conrad, please join us, as well as Timothy Leung, Board Member HKSTP. Please come on over here. Now I want more people to join us on stage. Can I please have Daniel Freyhofer, Consulate General Switzerland, please join us over here on stage as well. Morris Cherkoiler, Consulate General for Netherlands, please join us as well on the stage. Next up, can I please invite Francisco Javier Serra Guevara, Deputy Consul General and Trade Commissioner for Spain, please join us over here. Victor Hoy, Deputy Consul General Singapore. Terry Wong, CEO HKSTP. Philip Har, Acting Commissioner for Innovation and Technology, as well as Hilda Chan, CMO, HKSTP. Please come to the stage, join us for this epic picture together. I want you all to look forward. We have a lot of cameras that want to capture this moment. So make sure you come with a big smile. Let's look forward, everybody. Let's take a step back. We're good to, let's take a photo together. Some of you, let's have a little balance over here. So let's move it over there. I love balance in my pictures. Two of you there. Okay, we're good. I think we take a shot. Can I ask everyone to step off the stage so the rest of you can remain for the photo together? The photographer's making sure the angles are good. Now I can ask everyone on stage, please take a photo together. All right, one big smile, one big smile. I want the biggest smile. Looking forward to the camera. All right, everyone looking in the forward of camera over there. One big smile, everybody, please. Now that's just a smile picture, but you know what? We don't like just smiles. We want a bit more with your gestures. Give me a thumbs up. This is Epic 2025, the 9th edition of Epic. We've been seeing great ideas. Big smiles over here. And having said that, though, we got a picture. We got a few more cameras over there. Last few shots, giving you a few more seconds for pictures together. And having said that, I want to say to everyone who's still with us here today, thank you so much for joining us. And there you have it. Everyone, this concludes Epic 2025. Congratulations to our winners, and one more time to everyone who participated with us today. And with that, thank you again to our participants, all the judges, our sponsors and partners, the HKSTB team, and of course everyone who is here cheering and getting inspired. Let's mingle, let's connect, and everybody, let's continue. Let's all be epic. Enjoy your evening. Just to let you know, we also have shuttle buses for Kai-Tak Station downstairs. So everyone, have a good evening. We'll see you next time. Be epic. Good night.
Got ready for the night in. She's heading for the lights, but she sees the vision going, cupping line after line. See how she looks for trouble, see how she dances and she sips the Coca-Cola. She can't tell the difference. That's what you're coming for, but they don't wanna let you in it. You drop your back to the floor and you're asking what's